what do you think? What do you think?
I think I have to speak in English because that was
There
the
you
point.
go. There you doing. Now we're gonna get that dollar. We're gonna cross the border once it opens up.
So if we speak in English, we get paid in dollars. That's how it works.
AMLO and Trump are like this. So we're gonna get like work visas. We just have to wear the hats. If you wear the hat, you get a work visa. You wanna
If you
earn
wear the red hat,
yeah, the red hat.
Now, who's the one? Who's the one that does that? Oh, you didn't talk to him, Mauricio. Did you talk to Mauricio?
Who?
You.
El Diablito?
No, you. No, Mauricio from LA, que es libanés como el Talavera.
No.
You never met him? Because he's been on my
No.
show. He's been on the podcast twice.
I met your friend. I've been 3 times. I met the other friend, Jose, and the other comedian, Trenton, and Robles.
Oh no,
Ramirez. No, Robles.
Alfred Robles. God damn, I forgot what I was telling you.
Ed Robles opens for Fluffy.
Yeah, Alfred Robles. Yeah.
Alfred Robles. I'm sorry.
Alfredo. But you know, estamos en Estados Unidos. Alfred.
If you're Alfred, I feel you can beat Ed too, right? You know, like you're very particular. You have a lot of liberties with your names, right? You know, like the skipper. Like
if your name is Nepomuceno, you could call yourself Joe.
Yeah.
You're like white people don't know how to say Nepomuceno, so I'm gonna change my name to Joe, motherfucker.
I think we gotta tell the public that we're missing one guest.
Yeah, fucking. Fucking.
Is that why?
No, you know what? It's because Melo's like he does an older cat. He's probably not used to all this Zoom shit and all that, and I know because he was sending me messages. Hey man, what is this? What am I supposed to do with this? Because I sent him the link. Like all right. Click on the link. He goes, which one do I use? Because it gives you all those phone numbers and all that shit. Right. And I said, just click. I click on this. He goes, just send me the link. And I sent him the link. But I don't know. He may pop up. He may not. I don't know. He probably just said, fuck it. It's too much. I said you could do it on your phone, your computer, or your iPad or whatever. That's the beauty of this.
Does your podcast get edited afterwards, or is it?
Yeah, I'll edit it. So
okay.
You can say whatever you want.
All right. That's you just gotta be careful. No, does he still rap?
Yeah,
we're not gonna. Excuse me, Cisco. We're not going to edit anything. Just use your fucking head. Be respectful.
If you have Juan,
what are you gonna say? Are you gonna talk shit about Mellow Man Ace? Really? He's the real deal.
Hey, look, man. You're talking about 1989.
89. Yeah, I was listening to his album.
Yeah,
and it does sound pretty 1980. It's dope, but
that's what the hip hop was back then.
Right.
That's what it was. If you listen to Big Daddy Kane and all the East Coast influence, but what he was a pioneer was adding the Spanish to it because nobody was.
He actually raps really good in Spanish and he goes back and forth.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than I expected.
It's Cubano. He's from LA. His brother is Sin Dog from Cypress Hill.
Right. Yeah, that's what Escalante told me.
Yeah.
So does he have songs with Cypress Hill?
I don't know. I wouldn't ask him that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's what I was
like. He has songs with Sandog.
He does?
Yeah, like in one of his later albums.
I know he's got songs with Kid Frost back then. Those were the guys back then.
Oh, Kid Frost was a big deal back then.
Yeah. He still is.
Melo's song Mentirosa was like, dude, when that shit came out.
Was that before Rico Suave?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Much before that.
He was a pioneer then with putting Spanglish and.
Oh yeah, super duper pioneer. Yo, by the way, I was listening to your music, man. I like it, dude. I'm trying to find out your influences there, and I don't know. I could be wrong. I heard a little Kanye in there, maybe.
There's a lot of Kanye because that's when Dr. Dre and Kanye West is like my favorite producers more than a rapper. I think I'm more of a producer. And I told Escalante, don't make me freestyle because I don't know how to do that shit. Not all rappers freestyle, man. It's like a an offensive stereotype.
Yeah, I mean, the guy, and you know what? Credit to those who can do it. I mean, you know, it's a
Right. No, those are I like
Eminem is a fucking beast, bro.
right. Like rappers who dance, man. That's something that's odd. Like, break out and boogie and do
Yeah,
robots.
yeah. MC Hammer and shit. Back
MC
in the day.
Hammer, respect to rappers. Can you dance? And they dance. Most rappers don't dance, so
Well, what about a
Can
rapper
you
who
dance?
can juggle?
I could dance a little. I could dance a little. Shit. I mean, that was my
Yeah.
thing. I mean, look, if you're not that good looking, if you don't have a lot of money, and you go out, you better know
You
how
do
to dance.
comedy.
If you're not that funny or successful in comedy, you better know how to do something, damn it, to attract the opposite sex.
And you can't be funny in a club with musical to the max. I mean,
You just have to do weird shit.
yeah, you have to do physical comedy.
Right,
Like-
slapstick, like throw pie on your face in the middle of the dance floor.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Cisco, what's your dancing like? What's your style?
Carlton from the
Carlton?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah,
Can we see that?
that's not bad dancing at all. That's an old comedy trick, like Mayito, Mario Besares, Cisco?
No, I do not.
The guy he was Paco Stanley's sidekick.
Oh yeah. I know. I didn't know his name, but I know who you're saying. I remember his face.
There's a famous clip on YouTube of him dropping something.
You never seen that clip, Cisco?
No.
He used to
out.
do the chicken dance. He was one of like the bits.
No.
No, it was the cocaine version. Like and he's amazing. He's an amazing dancer, and he's dancing and he's doing like the mashed potato, like the knees.
Yeah.
And he's doing that and like the baggy falls on the floor.
Damn. Yeah. Oh, I gotta check that out. That's fucking funny. Really,
Yeah.
the bag of
baggy?
coke?
Yeah.
It wasn't the little rosin bag that pitchers use in baseball to put powder on their hands. It was fucking coke, man.
It was coke.
Because in baseball they have that little they used to have a little bag behind the pitcher's mound, and they would pick it up. Like, I don't know, what part of Mexico are you from, Orlando?
I'm from Cuernavaca.
Cuernavaca.
Which is
Okay.
like an hour away from Mexico
All right.
City.
So they're not baseball fans there, are they?
I don't know anybody who's a baseball fan in Mexico, to be honest.
Los Diablos Rojos. You ever been to Los Diablos Rojos?
Nope. Have
See?
you? Have you guys?
No, I heard it's a nice stadium. I've seen pictures. It looks nice. I've been to Mexico. I've been to baseball in Mazatlan because that's where my mom's from Sinaloa. So I've been to see Los Venados against Los Tomateros and los ¿cómo se llaman? Los Charros de Jalisco. I've seen those games, but I've never been to baseball. I've been to a soccer game in Mexico City. I want to go see America. I don't like them, but I shouldn't say that.
What?
I'm not a fan
What?
because then fucking people hate you. Puto, no le gusta la América. You know how people are.
I think you're a puto if you like the America. I'm not sure how it works.
Well, I'm a Mazatlan FC now. It's fucked up. They took Morelia's team and those Monarcas and they moved them to Mazatlan. It's fucked up, but I mean, that's economics,
But
Money.
I think it's more fun that way. It looks more modern, like it's like baseball, like they're always changing places and it's dynamic. Not these ancient clubs. Personally, I hate watching football unless it's like the World Cup and there's like this whole like thing going on. And baseball, I once saw the final. I was living in Tijuana, and
When did
I
you
don't
live
know
in
if
Tijuana? How long ago?
I didn't know that
Like,
either.
I was like 13 years old. I lived there like for 5 months.
No shit.
Yeah, and the Los Padres they played. I don't remember who.
They're
San
from
Diego.
San Diego. They used to be from San Diego.
They still
They
are.
used
yeah.
to be.
They still are?
No, they still are. Yeah, the Chargers
good.
moved. The
Oh,
football team, the Chargers moved.
Right,
Yeah.
they took the Chargers.
And it was so boring. Like it was
Baseball.
terrible.
Baseball
It
is a
lasted
boring
for-
fucking sport.
It's a turn, like it's your turn, and then it's like chess, but big.
Like fucking cricket. You ever watch cricket?
Right? Yeah.
No.
Dude, cricket is like India and like Pakistan and all those countries. They love. You can hit the ball
Yeah.
backwards, and it's fucking counts. I'm like, that's a foul ball, dude. What do you mean, fucking counts?
Cricket is
You're-
the one with the horses and the hammers.
No, that's polo.
Okay, I'm not. I don't know what cricket is then.
So cricket, no, look it up. Look it up. It's fucking weird. Hay un pinche palo, and they throw the ball. They have, they throw the ball, and they have a stick that's wider, wider than a bat, and they just swing at it, and then the ball could go anywhere.
Can you spank somebody with this?
Games last 7 days.
Wow.
Like they stop and then they continue it the next day and the next day. The games last forever.
I think we missed an opportunity by not adopting cricket in Mexico, because the paddles look a lot like the ancient Aztec weapon, you know? Like, it's a paddle, but in the end, they just put jagged, like, rocks, like jade. And it was told that you get whacked with that, you don't only get, like, your head broken, it slices your head off. If you're drunk, you know, you're like fucked up forever.
For stealing an egg.
Yeah, well, no, or as a sacrifice, as a noble sacrifice.
Dude, I was watching. Speaking of that, sorry. I wanted to tell you this. I was watching this video today about the Mayan culture and how Mayans actually found Mayan ruins in the state of Georgia. In the state of fucking Georgia, bro. There's a fucking el mismo, like the same setup. The same setup in the hills with the altar and the reservoirs and how they brought water down to you know, like aqueducts to fucking water their shit. And I was like, holy shit, in the state of Georgia, I bet you there's a lot of white people mad at that shit.
What? I don't get it. Why are they mad?
Because they're like that. Oh, fuck no. There were no fucking Mayans over here. They get mad, bro. They get mad. So
they get mad at dinosaurs. You know.
So there's actually 3. And then they were saying that there's 3 tribes from an area South Florida, and they all have, like, I forgot the fucking names, pero like Maya.
Yeah, los Mayamos, no? They were like.
So where does the name Miami come from?
I'm not sure. I've heard the name of a tribe called Miami tribe or Mayamo or
Mayaimi. They're called.
But Miami. I don't know if it's Mayan.
So this person says they are.
I got a question. Is the Mayan palace Mayan in its origin? You know, like
built by Mayans?
Yeah. You know that
is the Mayan palace
the breakfast buffet.
Mexican. Was it built by Mexicans? Because that would be cool.
I definitely weren't Mexicans, because those hotels are amazing. Have you ever been to a Mayan palace?
Mexicans are the best builders, bro. We're talking about everything built in America a Mexican has touched that shit. So what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the architecture. I mean, the craftsmanship is amazing.
If you pay them right, they will build good shit. In Mexico, they don't want to fucking pay them, so fucking ahí se va, cabrón.
Have you seen when there was like a quake, like an earthquake, like pretty serious earthquake, like 7 point, but it was in Oaxaca.
Okay.
And we felt it here, and it lasted like a minute. Not a minute, 60 seconds.
It's a minute.
And there's but I was trying to be like hip hop.
Sanchez, make it sound longer. 60 seconds. Holy shit.
Not like a minute.
Was it 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000?
They were on the top of they're building a skyscraper in Coyoacán, Cisco, and you're always talking about Coyoacán, Cisco.
I like Coyoacán. It's nice. Frida Kahlo, man.
We'll back to that. But they're on the top, you know, like they're gonna dive whatever happens, and they're just grabbing onto the beams.
Oh shit.
Like going like that, and you can see they're badasses because nobody's like, oh, Dios mío, por favor, Diosito. No, they're just
riding it out.
Man, you know, like.
Wow. We would have shit our pants on.
I hate that. Dios mío, por favor, Dios mío, que no. You're not helping.
When I was a little kid, I would hear ladies say, auxilio. I'm like, what the fuck is auxilio?
What did you think?
What is that?
What did you think it meant?
Auxiliary? Like I always thought like auxiliary plug. You know,
I think like Auxilio
I need a plug.
I need a plug right now.
Auxilio is Mellow Man's real name. Like no,
it is. It's Socorro, no?
it's Ulpencio, right?
Yeah.
I checked his Wikipedia. Like
así se llama. Así.
Yeah.
Opie.
That I think maybe
Okay.
that's a Cubano thing, you know, Ulpencio, like Fulgencio. That's the name of the last president before Castro.
Cubans have names with Y, like Yancy, Yaciel,
Yeah,
Yaliel.
like
Yeah, like they, for some reason, I've met a lot of Cubans with names with Y.
I think they're closer to French, right? Maybe.
Isn't it
No,
Russian?
Spaniard, bro. They're
Yeah,
Spaniard.
Spaniard, but they're closer to the like the other islands that were colonized by the French, right? So you get all those
Like Martinique,
crossover.
like
Yeah,
Martinique and shit like that.
oh, Haiti, you know.
Haiti.
Yeah, like
Haiti is I didn't
we
know
were
that was
talking about
Cuban.
Hey,
Coyoacán.
a lot of Haitians are like you. They're in Tijuana now.
Yeah, like I feel bad. There's like this Twitter account. It's from this activist, and he's Mexican, but I don't know how he got a Mexican citizenship, but he's also a refugee, and he's like full African Haitian. He doesn't speak Spanish really well, and he's always tweeting like they're treating us like animals. They got us all cooped up and like whatever we're complaining about the like ICE doing in the United States, we're doing it too. Like to less people, but we do it too, especially to people of color. And these people are like caged. And those tweets, the saddest part is that he's not popular. They'll get like 1 like, 2 likes.
Jesus. They don't have cell phones, bro. Come on.
Nobody cares.
There's no Telcel there.
And I'm gonna drop in on him and you know like do a makeover, you know, because he's very like those kind of like foreign people that where they don't have anything, so they only have one t-shirt, one shirt, and they're always wearing that shirt and those pants, and they're clean and ironed, but it's that shirt all the time. That doesn't work.
Sorry for him. Do you feel sorry? Do you feel empathy or sympathy?
I feel both. I don't know the
Empathy?
difference.
Can you empathize with that? Have you been in that situation? I have. I can empathize. I put up videos. Nobody likes shit.
You know what's his name also? His call is Irving.
Cisco. Para acabarlo de chingar. Frank.
He's called Irving Metellus.
Oh, fuck. Nobody's going to like that.
First, Metellus.
Metellus.
All the Mexican guards, you know, like making fun of him because he's called Metellus. Like
Metellus?
Metellus, that's his last name. Like,
There you go, Orlando. There's a new subject to rap about, man. Write a song about.
Like about
Nadie quiere Metellus.
Orlando writes about being an electric ghost.
No, I
What's
like
that
his
about?
song Rockstar. That's a good song, dude. I like a lot of them. I was listening, dude, yesterday's 4th of July, and I'm listening to DFined, fucking out here, listening to the music and shit. Fireworks are going off, and I was just sitting there drinking.
Oh, that's dope. Actually, you know what? My cousins and people who live over there that I've sent this song to have enjoyed it more than people in Mexico. People in Mexico, it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah,
but,
where's the banda? ¿Dónde está la banda, güey?
I don't know what they expect. I'm like,
corridos tumbados, güey.
I think they want me to do trap or something like.
Yeah. No, I like your style, dude. It's unique, and that's what's gonna see. And I think a lot of hip hop artists fall into the trap where, and the same thing with comedians, where they want to do what's popular. Like, oh, yeah. Juan Carlos got 1 million followers doing this. I'm gonna do that. No, that's not how. Juan Carlos already got it. He already fucking nailed that fucking niche. He already sewed it up. It's his shit. I can't go do what he does. I gotta.
But you also have to, you know, like weave with what you got, right? You know,
but you gotta stick to your. I think you gotta stick to your guns.
Yeah, you gotta stick to your guns, but you also need to know when to let go. You know,
también, that's true.
Yeah,
like, and that's very important, and I feel like that happens a lot in the case. I also really, I mean, I'm a big fan of Orlando. I always enjoyed his work, and I like it because it sounds like Toy Story. You know, it sounds like
wow, that went from a compliment to let
me tell you something.
You're Mickey Mouse shit.
Would you be offended if I said that one of your songs kind of reminded me of 21 Pilots?
No, which one? I'd be interested in.
Has everybody ever told you that your voice kind of sounds like the dude?
No, I actually don't listen. I've never really listened to those guys.
What do you think? Do you think I'm full of shit or
No. That's I
no?
actually.
Yeah, I think so. Like
so? His voice.
the famous one. What's the name? Like
Are they the ones that the ones that talk about reminiscing and shit? That song?
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Turn back time. That one.
Right. Yeah.
Good old days.
Orlando has a lot of flows. Like
No, he does.
Flows.
That's one thing I noticed, man. It's fucking like I could tell your writing is not just bullshit on paper. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a passionate thing for you. And then, I've interviewed a lot of dudes, man. I used to have a radio show and I used to have musicians on all the time, like fucking old school, new school, everything. And
right.
and I'm gonna tell you, like, a lot of times they would give me music and I would listen to it and I'd be like, you know what? I'm not digging this shit at all. But what did I do? Like I'm not digging your shit, but you know what? I think I felt like it's my job that if you came on my show, this was on Sirius XM, which is satellite radio. If you came on my show, it's my job to make you sound like the next fucking biggest hit ever. Right. That's my job. I'm not gonna come here and shit on you, but I was gonna question some of the things. But you can ask Juan Carlos. When he sent me that, I kept sending him texts like, bro, shit's fire, dude. This shit's fucking cool. See or no?
I'm thinking like Orlando.
I called you at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
On the 4th of July, like
on the 4th of July.
Yeah, I was mid grip to be graphic.
Mid grip is that
mid grip
masturbation?
Yeah. So you told me you were washing dishes, fool.
washing my cock. Cisco, can you give us a little bit of Dice Clay? Can you do that?
Sucking my dick. Oh.
And
also
a little bit of Red Fox, like.
This motherfucker tried to rob me.
I'm a big fan of Red Fox. That's a good one.
Dude, are you for real?
Yeah, actually, Pryor I like Richard Pryor, but Red Fox, I think, is like...
That's my idol, bro.
People don't value him. He was really raunchy, and he sat down, right? Like, before... I don't know.
No, it's Bill Cosby. He sat down right after he drugged women.
Okay. No. I don't know. Maybe he didn't sit down.
No, Red Fox. Oh yeah, Red Fox would sit down sometimes. You're right.
But Cisco,
I don't know.
Cisco, let's get real.
What?
You know Red Fox. Maybe.
Fucked
Who
around.
knows?
Fucked around with someone.
Well, no, Red Fox, he fucked around.
Dude, let me tell you something.
I'm talking about sex crimes. I mean,
this is what I love about Red Fox. This is what I love. Well, I don't know, dude. I don't know because the only people that report that are white women. And he wasn't allowed. He wasn't allowed around white women. So.
That was Cosby's problem.
Yeah.
If he stuck to black ladies.
Yeah. Oh hell no, motherfucker! I saw what you put in my drink, motherfucker. Like fucking.
Why would he say like, I can't do Cosby?
Well, you get the pudding. No,
no,
like you gotta mix the pudding.
No.
Would you like to try some of this delicious Jello pudding?
Now I feel very confident about my Cosby.
I can't fucking do
like
my son, dude, my son, the little one. He goes, "I'm Bill Cosby." I said, wow. "Dude, you sound like a racist Southerner."
You got to get to Eddie Murphy's beat, right? You know
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, like what did he say? Like,
I just know
you can't.
Oh yeah. I would like to talk to you about the things you were saying in your jokes.
About.
Do people laugh? Do people laugh when you say what you say? Do they pay you to say what you say? Well, tell Bill Cosby I said have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up.
The Richard Pryor was a bit like Robert De Niro.
Richard Pryor's advice.
Yeah, I was thinking Robert De Niro.
I was like, what am I going to say? What am I going to say?
I can do that for you.
Don't tell those jokes. Don't tell those jokes. But Red Fox, my idol, man, from Sanford and Son. I used to love that fucking show, bro.
That show was friendly, wasn't it? It was family friendly.
Hell no.
Was it?
Hell no. They used to drop N-bombs, dude. He dropped the wetback in there. I was like, fuck this motherfucker. There was this episode.
I heard wetback on Full House. I'm not sure.
Did you? No, but on Sanford and Son. So Sanford and Son was like the black version of All in the Family. So you had Archie Bunker, who was like this ignorant little, people say racist,
Yeah.
but racism is ignorance. I mean, it's not. I mean, let's plain and simple, right? Like
Right.
the people you find are racist are never like the sharpest tool in the shed. They're never like the smartest people. It's always some idiot who's racist because fucking they took his job at the as security at the liquor store. Like, what the fuck, bro? You could go to another liquor store and get that job. Like you're white. You shouldn't even be working there. Like you should
Yeah,
fucking
and they would never be like violent towards a person of color. That's
no.
the whole thing. Like they're lovable. They're like good people. They don't have like this whole thing came suddenly to them. Like they
Yeah.
used to be in a neighborhood where you didn't see anybody but your own people, and then things change, right? Like Sanford and Son, I mixed it up with Chico and the Man.
Oh, Chico. Well, Jack Albertson from Chico and the Man was kind of like Red Fox and Archie Bunker because he used to talk about Freddie Prinze, who was supposed to be Mexican, but we know he's Puerto Rican, Hungarian, Jew, whatever. Like,
Right.
So but he was the same character, era como el mismo personaje.
But which one was the Junkyard?
The Junkyard was Sanford and Son.
Sanford and Son.
That's supposed to be in Watts. That was supposed to be in Watts.
Yeah,
Right.
That's the one Richard Pryor wrote for, right?
Yeah, Richard Pryor and Paul Mooney. They're both writers.
But that would be like, I would like to be in on those like writers meetings, right? Like doing cocaine, and choking the white.
Oh, and then
executives.
Red Fox would just say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna say it my way." He just change your shit. Like, look, Esther,
Are you like?
you so ugly. If I was a baker, I'd stamp your face in some dough and make gorilla cookies out of them. He said that one. You remember his sister-in-law Esther, like era muy relio. What are you saying, sucker? She's always that the lady. You never saw Sanford and Son, Juan Carlos?
El PRI blocked all
You gotta look
African American person of color
Really?
entertainment.
They didn't
Yeah,
put
yeah.
Sanford and Son. I used to watch old shows all the time. I used to watch them. Well, obviously, I'm not proud of this. I used to watch like the Brady Bunch a lot and the Monkeys and
Hey,
wanted
where's
to
the
be-
monk? Hey.
Happy Days. I used to put Sanford and Son. I think they did not put that on.
You think?
And then
Why
when
is that?
when I think they said the N bomb because they said,
Yeah, this show's racist.
like they don't.
We only need let's get only white people in this channel.
Right.
So-
No, I used to like also Family Matters. I still love Family Matters.
Yeah, not the new one, right? Not Family Matters Again, or what is
There's
it
a
called?
new one.
on Netflix.
No.
They're all grown up. They're all grown up. Same people.
I'm talking about the one.
Oh,
on
not Family
Circle.
Matters. I'm talking about Full House. So
I
I was
used to watch
thinking.
Full House too, but I used to love Family Matters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Family
Urkel.
Matters was funny.
Stephen
think that's-
Urkel. That's right.
What we had in common, Juan Carlos and me, I told him, dude, you're a fan too? And he's like, yeah, all right. I was like, you're the only person I know that's a fan of
I used to watch KTLA. I used to get KTLA in Acapulco.
Really?
When I was like 12. KTLA
Oh.
is I've told this before. The local TV channel, the free channel you get on, and it was amazing. Like,
How'd you get
What?
Los Angeles? How'd you get Los Angeles?
because the pedophiles that live in Acapulco, they like to
They
get
said- they used to
KTLA
like, yeah.
because they hop around,
Yeah.
So the early cable in Acapulco was very good. Then it became shit like everything else. You can't get a KTLA. You get like a mix of other content.
So you used to get the
the news,
the Animaniacs during the day and all
We used
that.
to
Tiny
get
Toons.
Soul
like-
Train on Sunday, I think, or
Thomas the
Saturday.
Train?
No, Soul Train.
Oh, Soul Train. The Soul Train.
Yeah, I think so too.
I used to love KTLA because in la noche at night they would play Cheers.
Right?
Back to
Oh,
back.
yes.
Cheers.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Cheers is
I
one of my
watched-
top favorite programs of all
Oh,
time,
it's so
bro.
dope.
And it
That's
was
awesome.
NBC, so you got Seinfeld, you got Fresh Prince. It was like their best.
So forever I wouldn't watch Seinfeld because I was such a big fan of Cheers and I felt like they just replaced Cheers with Seinfeld. I was like, fuck Seinfeld. I'm a Cheers. And then I started watching Seinfeld. I'm like, oh, this shit's funny as fuck, man. Like, what I mean? It's stupid little things. I don't know why as human beings we do shit like that. Like we have like this little bias, you know what I mean? Like we create this
Right.
stupid little bias against it. And it's like, man, fuck what, like, man, I'll be honest. I've been guilty of just saying I don't like this shit and I haven't even tried it. Or I don't even, fuck that. Like I'm gonna watch this.
That's basically racism, right? Like I haven't tried a Mexican woman. Well,
Discrimination,
maybe you should try a Mexican woman. They're good.
Good
They're
for
fertile.
breaking.
They're
Good for
fertile, and they're nice sometimes, and then they'll make
good for
right.
punching you in the face.
You know, in the United States, Mexican women tienen la fama. They have they tienen la fama that they're hot when they're young, but then they have a kid and boom, they blow up. It's serious shit. That's what they always say. And I'm like, that's not true. Look at Araceli Arámbula. She's so hot.
But you know what?
That doesn't count. That
doesn't count.
No, I mean, you have Luis Miguel's kid and then just like not be hot. You can't do that.
He'll pay for you to be hot.
Jennifer Lopez, Shakira. O sea, it takes a lot of. I think it's harder for Mexican women to Latino women, Latinx women to keep tight. You know, like
what is
as you say,
tight?
It turns like so all the children can climb on top and like a girl.
Grab onto a
climb on top of mom, climb on top of their mother.
Yeah,
fuck.
like I'll get them, ma.
You know, they actually do that. They wrap children with blankets around their body. I've seen that. Like they have one on the back, one like two on the front.
A chichi on the back?
No. They wrap them around like
blanket. Yeah.
You know what?
The Native American women do that, right?
I don't know. Do they?
But Hispanic women are their faces are prettier a longer time because their skin doesn't get all blotched up like white women, and they usually have thicker hair so they don't go like bald. You know, like the crypt keeper thing. They also got going.
Oh, that's so hot when they go crypt keeper.
Sinead O'Connor, baby.
You can see the skull under all that white hair.
Hey, Orlando, so when you started doing hip-hop, what made you choose the name DFined?
I was young and stupid. I actually started rapping when I was, I think, in 6th grade.
Okay.
And then I started making beats when I was in junior high and just continued to rap. I started doing it in English. And I'm like, this is not going to go anywhere, man, because nobody fucking is gonna understand me. So I started transitioning to doing it in Spanish, but I realized that like in Spanish most people have the same flow, you know, like so I hadn't really heard any examples.
That's my beef. I'm gonna try to get my buddy on here. Have you heard of a rap group called DeCalifornia?
Yep.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry, the Mexicans. I was confusing it with the Mexicans.
The Mexicans
with a K and a NZ. That's
see if I can get him on. I'm gonna see if I can get him on. Maybe we can get him in here because he's a hip hop artist and they travel all over. I think they've been to Mexico City. They've been to Japan.
That's cool. That's
it's funny because Spanish hip hop is like popular around the world in places where you're like, holy shit, you know, you don't expect it. Like I think Mello and Kid Frost and all them. They go like to Netherlands, Germany, and all these other countries because they still dig it.
I bet that they went a lot to Brazil, to Argentina, you know, like festivals. It's a great life because also, like you're not Gerardo, you're Mellow Man Ace. I mean, you're Sindog's brother. You're part of a collective, you know, like you're not alone. So you always get respect, you know, like. Maybe people don't know you because the new generations, but people who know, you're like, come on, man.
His son is a DJ, and I think they produce together too. I think son is good. I've listened to him, like spin it.
And so he has sorry.
No. He makes the beats, or he just spins the.
I think he creates music. From what last time we were together, I think he produces stuff. Like he puts shit together.
He has a very interesting stage name. With all due respect, Son Casal. No shit. Sorry.
Casual.
No. Yeah,
Casual Sex. That's a good.
Casual Sex. That's a good name.
Yeah.
Hey,
for an R&B dude. Like
Casual Sex.
I'm Casual Sex, baby.
I'm Rape, baby. Let's go. Bring it. Come to the stage. MC Rape.
His name is Casal Organism.
Motherfuckers in my face. Talk about you're a disgrace. I say fuck you and your mama too, and your sister. She gonna get it tonight.
MC
MC
Rape.
Rape,
I
one more
listen to
time.
him.
One more time for MC Rape. Like, what the fuck?
That sound like Bernie Mac. You know?
MC Rape would be so like ODB, old dirty bastard, just in your face, like fucking.
Yeah, I like
terrible.
rape, you know? I enjoy it. I'm not going to shy away from the fact I like rape.
Yo, Cisco, is California? It closed up, right?
Yeah, it's still shut down. I mean,
Well,
no, shit's open, but they're talking about closing everything back down again. I don't think they've gotten to it yet, but I guess the COVID cases went up. But somebody was telling me that half of them were fucking bullshit. Like half
What?
the cases are bullshit. I don't know.
Like they're fake?
Yeah, like they're fudging the numbers, man.
I don't know. It's like really
Because
weird.
like there's people who do the math and they say it's impossible because our hospitals would be flooded if that many people were really getting it. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be honest with you. Like, I don't know too many people. I mean, I know more people now than when it started. My brothers had it, like I mentioned, my stepdad, they've had it, the COVID. And I found out a couple more people have had it, people that I've known. But like, my neighbors haven't had it. Like nobody like that I know of. Like none of my neighbors have had it. I mean, nobody goes around walking around with a sign, I had it, you know, like, which would probably be a good shirt, right?
Right.
Shirt, I have the antibodies or some shit or whatever. And then you know who had it and you got to wear that shirt. Like they should make it mandatory.
Kiss me, I'm cured.
Yeah, kiss me, I'm cured. There you go.
COVID is fake.
And you don't know if it's AIDS or COVID.
There you go.
COVID is it's fake. The Earth is
That's
flat.
AIDS. That's fucked up.
Do you want to know yet? Well, let me put my
Bitch, I didn't tell you what I had. I just said I'm cured. You didn't ask me. That's what you get for raw dicking a stranger.
robbed.
Raw dicking, no raw.
Oh, I thought robbed.
Cuando dice, cuando no usan condón,
Condón, yeah, raw
when you
dog.
don't use it, they call it, yeah, you're raw dogging. Like, you're fucking crudo. Lo
Hey,
estás metiendo crudo.
Cisco, you ever
Spanish
hit it
sounds-
raw? You ever hit it raw?
In Spanish, it just sounds weirder, huh?
Lo echas
Me la eché crudo. You're like, what the
They
fuck?
say
No,
that.
that
like,
would be hungover.
Yeah,
Me la
hungover.
checo-
Crudo's hungover.
Sería ese a capela, tal vez. No?
Pero
No, but if you
Manula
literally
says-
translate. No, if you do the literal translation,
Ah,
Raw.
okay.
raw dogging,
Me la eché crudo perro. Crudo perro.
a perro crudo, güey.
Ah,
A perro
okay,
crudo.
perro crudo sounds dope. Actually sounds good, man. Because dogs don't wear condoms, so that
Yeah, perro crudo. What the
we
fuck?
say de apelo.
So you
That's
wanted to
it.
know if I've ever raw dogged? I raw dogged my wife. That's why I have kids.
Really?
Right.
It wasn't like
usually
there wasn't.
happens,
She didn't poke a hole in the condom with a needle and then say "ponte este."
the
That's
other.
what my dad did to have me, I think.
That's what dude. Hey, watch it. Women do shit like that, bro. If they think
No,
You're
my
catch.
dad did it. That's the weird thing. He was
poke the
one who
hole in the
poked-
condom,
Yeah, he was the one who did that.
he was in love with
That
your
was
mom. He's
weird.
like, nah, no te me vas a escapar, Vanessa. You know?
La quería amarrar.
Yeah. Oh, they do that here. Women do that. I mean, they fucking trap your ass. That's why they always say men and women don't get along. It's fuck. Because I didn't want to be with you. You made me. It's like, fuck.
But you don't have to get like together. I think you could just raise kids apart.
Yeah.
You have to pay. You know, like
I'll
I
support.
remember the 50 Cent's Instagram post when his son turned 18. He was so hateful, you know, like happy birthday, son. Meet the real world.
He doesn't.
Now you're
give us
gonna
some
get
money?
to get a job.
What about the song by Kanye, right?
Yeah, 18 years.
18 years. And on his 18th birthday, found out it wasn't his.
Cisco, what do you think about Kanye West's presidential
for
run
president.
Oh,
2020?
man. It's a political stunt. I think.
He's gonna
I-
win, isn't he?
I don't think he's
Yeah.
serious about that.
I hope he is.
Well, he's
I
gonna
think
do.
he is.
He's gonna ruin a candidate. See, what happens with people like that is that they steal votes from somebody, and then that candidate loses.
But that's his plan. That's his plan. That's a plan.
Okay,
That's
but
what-
people think black people are gonna vote for him. They're not gonna vote for him. They think he's
Yeah.
crazy. Everybody thinks he's crazy.
he's gonna get the black conservatives, the
Maybe.
blacks who voted for Trump, the black people who say they're liberal, But they don't want immigrants around. They don't want to pay any more taxes. They don't want to take care of poor people. Fuck
You
it.
think
So they vote for
conservatives?
Trump.
You mean conservatives, not liberals?
you think
Conservatives.
Jay-Z
No,
will
they
vote for him?
no. They think themselves liberals. They're secret. People don't come out and talk about like voting for Trump. Only white people talk about voting for Trump. But if you see 40, he got 40% of the vote. So people of all stripes and races voted for him. So I think this is Kanye West's plan to get Trump's black vote and spoil the election for Donald Trump. You see, be like Ralph Nader was for Al Gore. You know, like take away those votes and fuck the shit up for Donald Trump.
Could be. I mean, I could see that happening. I mean, I mean, what other reason would Kanye West have? But he's always said he wanted to run for president. I remember him saying that before.
Yeah, he said that like in 2016, and
yeah,
he says crazy shit like that all the time. Not just
he's a smart dude though. Like he's
but he's bipolar, so that's
it's
really
like he's like
up.
Trump, where he says like Trump's a smart dude. He just says too much stupid shit, man. That you're just like, I don't think Trump's stupid. I just think I for some reason I just think the dude just says the dumbest shit, and it's just like I think that makes him more popular.
Right? Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He doesn't care about anything else.
No,
Every time he has
he's
a
got
media
money,
appearance,
he don't care.
I'm going to say something crazy. I'm gonna get on TV, and people are going to agree with me because people want to blame China. They want to blame immigrants. They want to blame the Democrats. They want to blame protesters. So every time he goes on stage, he does that. He blames somebody else, and people are so resentful right now that they say, "Yeah, I agree with him."
That's basically what the president of Mexico does right now. So,
Come on, no te atreves. ¿Cómo te atreves a hablar
You think he's
así
smart too, and he just
lengua del
says
invasor,
crazy
del
shit?
Okay, hablas
presidente?
yeah, he says crazy shit
No voy a
all the
usar la
time.
lengua de Washington para. AMLO is better at it.
You think?
AMLO, yeah, AMLO is going to take
But
Donald
that's because
Trump's shirt.
Right.
He's gonna fuck his mind up.
I think he just says it slower, and that just sounds better. Like,
Hey, were you there? Were you
ganas.
Orlando? Were you there not to let him into your town?
No, man, I didn't. I'm not gonna protest. There's a fucking disease outside. I'm like, no, fucking come in. But I did vote for him. I'm not gonna shy away.
But were there people when he was trying to go to Cuernavaca, right? They let him in last week.
Yeah, there was a bunch of like whitexicans trying to protest against him.
So racist.
But it was lame. It was
so
just
racist.
They were from Tepoztlan. They're not from Cuernavaca.
Yeah, they don't count.
They're wearing white pants. They're always wearing like white pants or like very like flowy cotton shirts. You know, like
they were like
goofy.
What do you call that? What do you call that material?
Like
linen. Linen, like, but what's it called in Spanish?
No, manta.
Lino.
De manta.
Right?
De manta.
No, manta es lo que usan the Native Americans.
But no, but they wear that shit.
Revolutionary films.
It's a nice material. I had a shirt that was de manta. It was nice and cool. Like,
have you seen the guayaberas?
Yeah.
That's like if you see a brown person or a white person, they should have, like, usually they have guayaberas, and then they're like in power. It's either
really?
Like
that's what it means?
No. I'm just making it up.
I spent my last $30 on one.
They're comfortable, right? But they're not. I don't know. I think they make you look really good. Like, wow, that guy's up to something.
They make you look really old because my grandfather used to wear them. So
yeah.
Yeah, you look like a mayor, like a pre-mayor when you
exactly.
They wear guayaberas or what? The mayors are no shit.
Yeah,
they're like,
every time
those
presidents went to hot climates in Mexico, they wear the guayabera. The Filipino there, what do you call it in English? There's a name for that, right?
Guayabera. They call it guayabera here.
Yeah, but in California, but there's like
in LA,
like chef, like who knows? But
I had a silk or a satin guayabera.
Wow, that's a lot of power right there.
But you can only use it for going to weddings, right? You bought it to go to a wedding, right?
I don't know what the fuck I bought it for, to be honest with you. I got rid of that shit.
Was it
like,
white?
when I thought, no, it was fucking like era guinda, burgundy.
Oh, it was pink.
No, it wasn't pink.
Right.
It was like, no,
it
it was
wasn't
burgundy.
It was burgundy, sir.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. You're confusing my word. Don't twist my words, dude.
Burgundy.
What are you, CNN? Twisting my words? No.
Give me the purple one. You chose the purple one?
I like burgundy. I'm a big fan of like guinda, like the color of wine.
So would you ever dress like Prince? Like
Nah. Tight pants and shit. That's not my style, bro. I weigh 235 pounds. I weigh too much to be wearing tight.
You know,
How much is that in kilos?
Like 110, 111.
Okay.
it's every pound is 28 grams, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. So
Why
you're
are you
like
asking?
like it's really weird because in Mexico for somebody to have like more than 100 in their weight, you're talking about. So how much do you weigh in kilos?
Like 111, bro.
111. How tall are you?
I'm 100 in centimeters.
Yeah.
I'm 172,
Right.
173, something like that.
That's your isn't.
But you know what? This is what happened, dude. I fucking gained all the weight. I gained a lot of weight to play football because I was a American football player when I was younger, and then I couldn't take it off. That was it. I was fucked. I was fucked, bro. After
So
that.
you were defense?
No, I was a running back. So I was gonna have to take a lot of chingazos. You know what I mean? 106.8 I weigh. 107.
So
That was the weight you were supposed to have?
No,
play?
that's what I weigh right now. 107. No, back then I weighed like 90 something, 90, close to 100.
But like people told you have to put on weight because if you want to do that, you have
No,
to be
because
heavy.
the guys are. It's because you're playing with monsters, bro. I mean, they're like fucking 2 meters tall and shit, and they knock the shit out of you. They weigh like 120 kilos.
Oh,
So
shit.
how am I gonna if I'm fucking 172 and they're like 190, and they're fucking coming, with like 100 and let's just say 130 kilos. How am I gonna take those hits if I come in weighing 85 kilos? They're gonna destroy me.
You
Did they
do
ever
it
take
like in Space Jam? You like crawl over them and like bump them on the head or something.
So like when I graduated high school, I weighed 72 kilos.
That's so stupid what you said, Orlando.
You hear
I'm
me?
sorry. I see. I'm seeing it in retrospect.
Never talk about Space Jam again. We're talking about real sports.
What was that in high school? What?
So when I finished high school, before I played football in college, I weighed 72 kilos.
Right.
And I went up to 89 kilos to play football. So once I got to the 89, there was like no looking back, bro. I just kept going up. Then I stopped playing football, so I wasn't even exercising no more. I wasn't lifting anymore, and it just kept going up, 100, 102, 102. You know what I mean? So, I mean now I was fucking higher. I just lost like 10 kilos. So, I was
right. That's good. That's a lot. I'm getting fit during the quarantine. I'm not
you're
drinking
not.
anymore. Yeah, I'm thinner. I'm
Let me
cuter
see
right
your
now.
6-pack.
Well, I don't have a six pack because I'm not doing exercise, but I'm eating less. So I ate shrimp today, and
then you're not
took
getting...
out all the shit. It was really disgusting.
I love it. I love how they don't say the shit. They say, "Quítale la vena," take out the vein. It's like it's the shit. It's the shit.
Yeah, but I was very focused. Like I just took the shrimp, ripped the head, and I took the shell off. And you can see when you rip out the head, there's like the mushy end at the end of the shrimp meat. Like it's like a baggy. And if the shrimp is old or
what kind of shrimp is that? I've never seen that. What kind of shrimp?
It's like a big like jumbo, like those with the huge head, like tiny lobsters. And there are ones that are old. They have the black legs.
They come with a colostomy bag.
They're like Morgan Freeman shrimp. Like they know shit.
They have freckles.
Can you do it? Can you do a Morgan Freeman, Cisco? Cisco, can you do?
I'm trying to remember. It's because I don't know what to say. Like I'm trying to remember. Like
you just have to narrate.
Redemption. What was the name of him? Of the
Rusty.
No, what was what's his name? The main actor.
The Tim Robbins, but
Tim Robbins. Yeah, what was his name? Like the real name.
Dale.
No, it wasn't Dale. Stay away, Dale.
Hey, Dale.
So Dale, and that was the last I saw of Dale. No, I can't even do it. I can't. Morgan Freeman's
Is that a spoiler?
Morgan Freeman was God in the movie, wasn't he?
Yeah, with Jim Carrey. I think I can do it. Like, so there I was. I'm closer. Like, there I was.
That's the last we saw of Dale.
They were taking out my shit.
So that's the last we saw of Dale. He went and joined Chip.
The beach they go to at the end of Shawshank Redemption is
you
2 hours away from where I grew up.
Huatulco?
Cihuatanejo. Cihuatanejo.
Ixtapa, Cihuatanejo.
Yeah.
But see, that's two different places, right? Ixtapa is one side, Cihuatanejo is another. I've never been there. I remember when it used to be like when we first became a tourist destination, everybody used to say, "Oh, I want to go to Ixtapa and Cihuatanejo." And then it came out in a bunch of movies, Cihuatanejo, and then it just became really touristy, and fucking a lot of people started going.
Yeah, like Ixtapa is the resort town, and Cihuatanejo is the old town, and the sales point was that it wasn't as touristy. Yeah. But right now it's like any other.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like that's a place I wanted to go, and now that I know it's touristy, I don't want to go anymore. It's like fuck that. Like
Acapulco is better.
Like Huatulco. Huatulco is that touristy? Is Huatulco touristy?
I think so too. Yeah.
Really?
It's farther than Acapulco. Acapulco is closer.
It's in Oaxaca, right? Huatulco is in Oaxaca.
It's like 7 hours or more, right?
Well, there used to be a San Miguel or something, another beach around there, Huatulco. San Carlos.
There's a lot of little beaches around.
No, but it's called the Mexican Pipeline. A lot of surfers go there.
Sinalojo, sin
Sopilote.
Something like that. Like
Vaca Muerta.
I wouldn't surf. I know I would be the idiot that ends up like paralyzed, like
in the rocks. What are all these rocks out here? What are all these rocks doing out here?
You're like Charlie Murphy's story about the boxer that the football player, right? That was paralyzed. And he was like talking shit about Eddie Murphy and Charlie Murphy in a restaurant. And he was paralyzed. And he was like, fuck Eddie Murphy. I got money too. Fuck him. So Charlie Murphy walks over and says, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna flip you over. He was like,
imagine if you said that to the late what's his name?
Christopher Reeve.
Stephen Hawking.
Right. He wouldn't mind. Like, whatever. I'd gladly. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I would gladly do that, and afterwards I can watch my bodyguards kill you in front of me. Like Jeffrey Epstein.
Hey, can you come on Zoom?
Ya se va a armar.
Ah, man, come on, dude. A few minutes.
Echaste la mala sal. Y como
come on.
Ya se va a armar.
You don't have the app on your phone? Just put on your phone and just use the camera on your phone. That's it.
¿Ese va a ser tu look ahora, Escalante?
Pues sí, ¿no? Como que así sale más fácil.
Como el mohawk, pero tú te lo estás haciendo solo, ¿no?
Just come on for a second.
Pero no está tan mal, ¿no?
Pues ahí que te lo haces solo, creo que no.
¿Cómo?
Como que van a regresar con mullets y con mohawks y con permanentes.
I'm gonna send you a link.
Sí, permanentes sobre todo.
¿Cuál es tu email?
2 horas ahí metido en el salón de belleza. Ahí estoy permanente.
No, ¿cómo se llama? El Jerry Curl, el que nada más te echas como aceite en los chinos.
Para que caigan.
Sí, es así, como Ice Cube. Yo puedo hacer eso. Si me
this is my buddy Bebos. He's from the group.
Ah, that's cool.
He's from the group que te dije.
¿Cuál? De
California.
Yeah. De California. Ah, that's cool.
So we could talk about some of the hip hop stuff that he's done, and they've been around for a long time, dude. It's been like they started with like Aquid and all them,
right?
Like back in those days. Not a big fan of Aquid. I'll say it, dude.
I don't like them either. I think Escalante really likes them.
Do you? Are you a big fan?
I don't know them. What
Aquid is el con banda.
No, like I don't mind that. It just they used to be.
Yeah.
There used to be a group called Mexiclan, and I liked them. And they used to do it with música norteña and hip hop. It was pretty cool. But they had a guy. I think what I liked was the dude, the rapper they had. He kind of had like a. I'm not gonna lie. He kind of sounded like a Snoop Dogg, bro. And I had never heard that in Spanish.
Right.
So I thought his flow was like fucking smooth. Like I was like, damn.
What did you think of Escalante's song, the one where he smokes crack?
I don't smoke crack. I sing about smoking crack.
Because you smoke crack, I think it's cool. Snoop Dogg smokes, like raps about weed. You rap about crack. I mean,
it's a metaphor. I'm an artist. You know.
No, I've seen you smoke crack.
It's a metaphor.
It's imagery. I mean, like everybody's chasing the pipe. It would be either crack or status or money. Or
have you ever
power.
Smoked crack?
I've never smoked crack, but I've never been offered. That's my excuse. Like,
okay.
I've been discriminated against. You know, like people who smoke crack rarely share their crack. You know, like
because it's
crack is
right?
Crack is a selfish drug.
Yeah, like
it makes you like not share, or is it?
It makes you not share, and it makes you just steal from people you supposedly love and shit. Yeah, I love you, mom, but I'm taking this TV. I need some crack.
Yeah, and
that's the way they should do like PSAs. Like crack will make you not want to share. Steal.
For this Mother's Day, share something you've never shared before. Share your crack with mom.
I think the Care Bears were very involved in the fight against drugs. You know, like they were like part of an initiative to impose like values and good stuff amongst children. And but there's never been like a Care Bear addicted to crack. You know, like Crack Bear. You know, like
Crack Bear.
like, come on, sort me out, Crack Bear. Okay, and he shoots out
scratching all
a
over
baggie, like a little dirty bag.
They thought he had fleas and ticks. Nah, that motherfucker was hooked on crack.
But he wouldn't share.
You just never noticed him. You just use it in the back in the corner, just scratching and shit.
You know what I saw the other day? I was talking to Orlando about it. 50 Cent's movie, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Oh, give him context, because I like 50 Cent. I grew up also listening to 50 Cent.
Everybody likes.
Where year were you born? Where year were you born, Orlando?
What year?
Yeah.
1986.
1986. Okay, you're little. Okay, you look young as shit, bro.
Thank you. That's because I drink virgin blood. No, I don't.
I suck virgin titty. That's why.
I suck. No, I suck.
Bitch, you been fucking? I can't suck your titty.
Yeah, it was I'm 86, but so it was in the 2000s when 50 Cent, 2004, I think 50 Cent was really big. So like everybody who likes rap, usually he has good songs. He's not the best rapper, but Juan Carlos Escalante like hates him for some reason.
I don't like the Candy Shop. I don't like the later.
You don't like that song? Oh,
I don't like the Candy Shop.
That song they used to play.
I heard it every day. It was like Black Eyed Peas.
No, but you know what? You know what I like about the Candy Shop was that song was hitting when I started in comedy. So we used to hit, like, it reminds me of the, you know, like when you start in the business, everything is, you're happier, you're eager, you're motivated. Not that I'm not anymore, but it's like all new to you. So every experience is a new experience and it's fucking fascinating. Then it gets to a point where every experience, you've already experienced it. And it's like, it just becomes a little monotonous. Unless you're like, you know, unless you're going to meet the fucking king of Jordan or wherever, and you're gonna whatever the fuck, or you're going to, you know, whatever. Hey, there he is. You can change your name, bro. You can change your name.
Creo que no escucha.
Change your mother.
Pero mientras, ¿cómo estamos? Saludos aquí de California. ¿Cómo?
Yeah.
Claro. Orlando, o sea, sí me gusta 50 Cent, pero no me, o sea, no me gusta, me gusta lo que sale en Get Rich or Die Trying.
Te dije,
eso sí me gusta
escucha
mucho.
El disco, a mí me gusta mucho the G-Unit record, the commercial one. I like it, and I'm like, that's such a good record. I listened. I get drunk and then I message Juan Carlos for some reason, and then I start sending him like songs I like, and then he's like, I don't like this song. 50 Cent sucks.
I never said 50 Cent. Don't tell people
There you
I
are.
talk shit about 50 Cent. It's gonna get.
So Bebos.
What's up? Can you hear me?
Bebos.
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you. Now we can hear you. What's up, man? Hey, thank you for coming on last minute. You could change your name in the bottom. Just click where it says your name and put rename. Right click on it. So nobody
But
thinks you're.
I don't think it comes up.
You know
on
what?
the
Never mind.
recording.
Yeah, it doesn't come out on the recording. Yeah.
We were talking
anyways,
about
let me
get
introduce you.
rich or die trying.
So Bebos
We're
is a
talking
comedian.
about why you
Beb-
hate 50 Cent.
Yeah, Bebos is a comedian and a hip hop artist from the group DeCalifornia. Juan Carlos Escalante is a comedian, stand-up comedian, Mexico City, and our boy Orlando here is a hip hop artist in Mexico, pues in Cuernavaca.
He also gets up. He's also
You do comedy
comedian.
too, Orlando?
Yes, I actually write for a living comedy. I
Oh
don't do
shit!
rap.
I didn't know
I
that.
wish I wrote rap, but no, I write jokes for a living.
Hey there. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah. We're good.
Okay, cool.
Did you hear everything I said? Can
About-
you hear? Can you hear
comedy?
us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Okay, yeah. No, so I stand corrected. So Orlando is just like you. He's a hip hop artist / comedian as well, or
I also,
/ hip hop artist. I don't know.
I also have a song. I have my hip hop song, Fumo Crack.
Yeah.
Fumo crack.
It's called Fumo Crack. I hope you hear it, Bebos. It's about smoking crack and talking about like you don't spread marmalade on
It's about
bread.
smoking crack on Mother's Day on your mom's steps. Like
And
say,
not sharing.
I forgot the flowers again. But tengo crack. Anyways,
I was talking. Sorry, Cisco.
go ahead. Oh, go
I
ahead.
was talking to a friend that he was talking. He's a comedian too, Coco Celis, and we were talking about what you wouldn't do. Like you're thinking about your family, right? And he was saying he wouldn't smoke drugs in public because, and I've been doing that like the past 3 months, like in every podcast. I don't care. Like my mom is probably sad because she watches my content.
Oh
So
shit!
smoke up and. I'm sorry.
She watches your song. I mean, like your podcast, the song.
Yeah,
everything?
like the song he says, I'm glad you're creative, but I don't like when you talk about doing hard drugs. Like, it
Right.
makes
If
me
it,
sad.
if it was weed, she'd be like, "It's okay." I'm like, "I know you do weed, but crack, we don't want to,
Well, dude, especially Acapulco's been hit hard by all the narco situation, man. You're over there fucking making them richer.
Yeah, well, come on.
Stop
You're
buying
supposed-
crack, man.
The
I'm
neighbors,
sorry.
the neighbors got a new fucking Mercedes Benz. You keep buying crack.
You're right.
Yeah, like they got the AK-47s, and they're like showing like, oh man, we're out of bullets. Oh fucking
That's some
Juan,
crack
he
too.
stopped smoking crack.
Some crack to Juan Carlos. Hey, Bebos. So Bebos
Yeah.
been doing. How long you been doing comedy, Bebos?
It's gonna be actually next month. It's gonna be 9 months, man. 9 years.
9 years.
Nine
Congratulations,
years, yeah,
man.
9 years.
9 years. How long you been doing hip hop?
For over 20 years, man.
Damn. 20
Wow,
years.
congratulations.
But see, the thing is that I'm finally getting out there. Look how long it took me, like 20 years, man, and it's finally hitting. Like finally, now I can say I'm actually supposed to be on tour right now, but tú sabes este chingadero, la situación de la COVID-19.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah, they got.
So
So they got their freaking him and his because it's you and your partner, right? You
Yeah.
guys been together for 20 years?
yeah.
Damn, that's fucking
Wow.
rare. That's
How,
rare.
Yeah,
how
that
many albums?
Oh, man, you go on YouTube, man. It's endless videos right now, endless. We
That's
just
amazing.
put one out.
How,
What's that?
I haven't had the pleasure of no. I'm very like I don't know anything. Like I just live in Mexico City and
Smokes
we get
crack.
like Onda Vaselina, Recodo, Cava.
Onda
That's it.
Vaselina?
Onda
But that's
we don't.
funny. Hey, yes, that's funny because we're getting really popular. And actually, Mexico City is like #1 donde nos escuchan mucho.
Yeah, but with the cool kids, we're not cool. Look at us. I mean, we don't know anything. We don't have the cool friends that, I haven't had the chance to get into the hip hop in Spanish. Like, I only know like the people from like Homegrown Mafia, like because they go to the same festivals that sometimes we get invited to. and we kind of become friendly. But it's a whole world. Like I'm sorry to say I didn't know Kid Frost until I was looking for Mellow Man videos. He was supposed to come on, but he bailed out. Hence, and there was the video from Kid Frost, and he's amazing. But I didn't know him. He's like so good.
Those guys are pioneers, man.
Yeah.
Those guys are pioneers.
Kid Frost was from Eazy-E's label, wasn't he? He was like the first.
Yeah. Yeah, he was.
To get hired.
Yeah, Eazy-E put him on his label. R.I.P. But yeah, dude. So I mean, every part of the entertainment business is difficult, man. I mean, like you're either gonna give your blood, sweat, and tears to it, or you're gonna get fucking lucky and boom, somebody just hooks you up. And I mean, and sometimes, a lot of times you look at something and you look at somebody sideways because you're like, fuck, man, this motherfucker blew up already and shit. Like they're just at the right place at the right time. Somebody liked them, and a lot of times that can happen. But for the most part, you're gonna have to fucking pay your dues for a long time, man.
Yeah, but see, this the way it works now. The way it works now with the social media, now it's killing. It already killed the radio stations. It already killed a lot. It killed Hollywood too. Like Netflix already destroyed Hollywood. Netflix. If you're not on Netflix, you ain't shit in the movie scene. Or if you're coming in with a comedy special, you better be on Netflix, man, or Hulu, or Prime. If you're on fucking Showtime or HBO, that don't mean shit no more.
I'll be honest with you. I think your comedy special should be on fucking YouTube. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think YouTube blows all of them away. To be honest with you,
we're getting close to 100,000 subscribers, so we'll be able to do all that shit and some with the homeboys. You know what I mean?
Congratulations! You already got the badge.
Oh, we're getting there. We're getting close. We're getting really close. We're like at 88, 89,000. Ya mero, ya nos falta poquito because every day we get 100. Every day we get like 200, 300, 400.
So have you played Mexico City?
Yeah, I've been in Mexico City. That's right.
Where did you play?
No me acuerdo cómo se llama la parte where we played, pero ahí vendían pulque. Sí me acuerdo que vendían pulque. Esa onda.
Tepito, güey. Era Tepito.
No, pero hasta hicimos un pinche video musical ahí, güey. We did a music video in Mexico City, man. It's called Ya Pedo. That's the name of the song. We're walking in Mexico City or in the streets, man.
I'll see the video and I'll tell you where you shot it. Was it like the barrio?
I can't remember, dog. It's been a while now.
They drove you guys around?
No, ahí caminando en la calle, güey. Nos valió verga.
No, I'm saying like, were people picking you up from the hotel and taking you to the venue? Like,
yeah. También hicimos en Puebla, otro music video. Y luego también en Colombia. Ahorita deberíamos estar en Ecuador, pero no, tal vez no se pudo de chingadera lo que pasó, pero tenemos que estar en Ecuador y se me hace que Argentina. Mira dónde estamos ahorita, en mi casa aquí.
En ahí, bro.
De la verga.
No, pues tengo el pie que I got my broken foot, so I'm good, I'm good that I'm home because I got a broken foot, man. Imagínate ya pinche con el cast in my fucking foot.
How many dates were you getting a year in 2019, for example?
Well, last year we did a lot of shows, man. We were in Texas, Arizona, Mexico. Estábamos en Monterrey. También en Monterrey estábamos. El otro año también Monterrey. Estábamos en Monterrey, Aguascalientes, Sinaloa, Mazatlán también.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Mazatlán, ahí estábamos en el Día de la Moto. Con 10,000 personas en el pinche stage. Ahí andábamos.
Yeah. What I was getting at is I kind of like thank I had to cancel some shows after the pandemic, and I looked at pictures of how I looked while I was doing the touring, and I was all bloated. I was drinking too much. I was sleeping. I was like, I looked unhealthy, like and it's been like a run of 5 years doing like 3 shows, like earning very little money, but just getting up, and hanging out at bars. It does something to you. Like compared to how I feel now, it's like very different. Like,
people buy you the drinks, man. That's the fucking worst part, dude. People just buy you shit. Can I buy you a drink? You kill, bro. It's endless. It's it's an open bar. That's the worst.
I got a spot.
You're for alcoholic, though.
No. But I stopped drinking a long time ago, like that. A long time ago, like probably year 4 of comedy. I stopped. That's when I slowed down. I mean, I'll still have my fucking, occasional little binge, but a binge for me is like 4 beers tops, and that's it. And I'm fucking like,
No, I got to drinking. I mean, I got like into gin and tonics, so I killed like 7 in a night, and you get really fucked up because with gin and tonic you're really drunk, but you're able, you're mobile, you can walk around.
Gin is the worst, shit. Bro. Gin is the worst. They say bartenders have to watch people drink gin, which I know in Mexico City, la vera, dale otro, güey. Like fucking, like apenas se le ve el fucking pupilo, dale otro, like fucking, dude, bartenders are supposed to watch you when you drink gin, because that shit could be like really bad. So be careful with those.
Is that like Four Loco or like the
Four Loco?
Nice
that's a can.
That's alcoholic shit, man. You're an alcoholic, man. That's Four Loco shit. You're an alcoholic, bro.
Orlando, how long you been doing? You say you started in 6th grade, like writing shit.
Right. No, but I mean, I haven't really done it professionally, because I've like listening to him doing all those plays. I'm like, wow, I can only imagine what it's like to. You've been doing it for 20 years now? What is it?
Oh, what, you music?
No, you, Bebos.
Oh, música or rap?
Yeah, music. Yeah, music. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've been producing over 20 years. But music, 20 years. 21.
Right.
21. As an artist, as a writer.
Right.
As a writer, 21 years, and as a producer, 24. God,
all right.
I was producing before. I always knew how to like write, but I never really cared for it. Honestly, I don't really care for the rap, but I know how to do it. But my passion is producing the music and doing stand-up comedy. That's what I really enjoy.
So do you do the beats, all the beats in the?
Yeah. I get a live band and I produce the shit.
Oh, that's dope. So you don't have you have the beat maker machine, the drum machine, and everything, or what's your approach?
Stuff, man, but I like to do it live, man. I like to do it live better. Like I'll do the rough cut on the beat my computer, and then I'll talk it to the musicians and give them the keys, and then they'll do it live.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's like a more like a musical approach to hip hop you're doing.
It's very expensive, man, because you got to pay the musicians, man. Depending on how long they're in the studio, they're not gonna do nothing is for free, man. Like if I get a tuba player, I gotta pay his ass. I get a trumpet player, I gotta pay his ass. I do an accordion player. If you listen to all our music, we got guitars, we got bass, we got tuba, everything. We all pay for that shit, man. It gets expensive.
Very expensive. The last 20 years, you've been doing it this way with the live musicians?
Yeah, but some back then when I started, it was a lot of people that are like us, you know what I mean? That were still, like in comedy, I'm new. So you got a friend that, I know how to play trumpets. Come on. Oh, I know how to play tuba. Come on, let's produce. And you go to the studio, man, and you just work.
Who are your influences, Bebos, when you started in the music shit?
Well, in the music, it's funny because people, my main influence, man, people don't see, a lot of people don't really know my style because nobody can ever look, I'm going to tell you right now, my music that I listen to, my regular music is heavy metal, bro. It's funny that nobody understands that shit, and I do rap. But everything, look, I like listening to Slayer, I like Metallica, I like Motorhead, I like Iron Maiden.
So you were in heaven, El Día de la Moto, you were in heaven, bro. That's all that shit over there.
Yeah, but why think I get the skeletons and all that shit? That's all coming from my metal side, man. Like a lot of things that I do is, if you look at even my comedy, if I base it on metal, it's my comedy, you've seen me. Sometimes I do some weird shit, but it's all because I'm influenced by heavy metal, man. But mucha gente no, they think because I do banda rap in Spanish and English, they think, this fool's ghetto. Yeah, I'm from Compton, but I'm influenced by heavy metal. That's where my main shit is. I listen to metal all day, man.
You should have influenced you. Have you heard that band Metalachi?
No, I haven't heard them.
So they're a metal group. They play. They're a mariachi, but they play all the metal songs.
Oh, okay, that sounds good.
but electric guitars and all that shit, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude, they kind of blew up a little bit. They used to play like at the Santa Fe Spring Swap Meet and all that, but I mean now they're bigger than that. They charge a lot.
Like, hey, but that's how you start. See, a lot of people don't understand. Look, a lot of people, you could play at the swap meet and people be like, you a swap meet player. But these motherfuckers are making $500 every weekend. So, but they're making money out of their music. So that's already professional to me. I don't care if you're at a
once
bar.
You get paid. Once you get paid, it's professional.
You're becoming professional because you're giving a show now. You're giving a show, and they know how to give shows. So I'm pretty sure they know what the fuck they're doing, man. And hey, props. It's the way it goes.
How did you get into metal? I mean, like people
my
were
brother. My older brothers. That's all they listen to, heavy metal. So I grew up listening to it, and I just started listening to it as a kid, man.
Do they like your shit? Do they like your shit?
They like it because of me, but they're metalheads.
They're like, if it wasn't you, I wouldn't be listening to that shit.
Even my son's a metalhead.
No, really?
Yeah, look, hi there. Watch this. Hi there.
There was a period where metal and hip hop were trying to mesh, were trying to meet, but it drew a lot of criticism. People still to this day talk shit about, and they call it new metal. Like,
Aerosmith's not a metal band. I don't get.
Yeah, but I was talking more like
Limp Bizkit. But they did it with Run DMC when they did that Run DMC song together. I mean that.
Yeah. That was more hard rock mixed with the classic.
Oh, you talking about Jay-Z and Limp Bizkit?
I was talking about like a Korn. I think he means Korn, Limp Bizkit, Papa Roach, all these bands that really tried to do the heavy metal riffs with the rapping, and it was good for a while. I think it was good. We just got taken away from with the whole thing.
Hey, check it out, guys. Meet my son. This is Yasuhiro. Look at his hair, man. He's a metalhead. Look.
Let's see some head banging like. There
you go. He's Japanese Mexican, man. He's Japanese Mexican.
I used to love. What you call it? Fuck, I was gonna say Social Distortion. I did love Social Distortion. Do you guys know what that is?
What is that?
You never heard of Social Distortion? Do you know Social Distortion, Bebos?
Yes.
No. What was the hit? What was the song from
Ball and Chain?
They got a little skeleton.
Take away this ball and chain.
That's good.
And the story of my life.
It's like Stained.
It's kind of like a rock and roll kind of like throwback kind of, but like blue. No, but I used to love I'm drawing a fucking when I was younger. You can't bring me. The guys from Venice.
Linkin Park?
No, fuck no. These guys.
It sounds like Linkin Park. You can't.
No, these guys make Linkin Park sound like Disney.
Suicidal tendencies,
baby.
How do I know that?
Yeah. How do I know Suicidal tendencies. I used to love Suicidal. I still got their shit.
They got Join the Army. That's the name of their album. Join the Army.
Yeah, bro. You can't bring me down.
Yeah, that's so crazy. I'm the one that's crazy. I know that.
Institutionalized. You're the one that's crazy. Institutionalized. You're driving me crazy. Institutionalized.
Dude, I listen to all that shit, man. I just went to the last Slayer concert, man. I got shirts. I bought 3 shirts and a hat.
I love Suicidal Tendencies because the singer was a white cholo. He's a white dude from like a Mexican gang and shit. And he always wore jerseys with the number 13 on them. It was crazy, bro.
That's ballsy.
White sureño, bro.
He's like Miklo in real life.
Yeah. Like Mike Muir. That was his name, Mike Muir. And they still play. They still perform, dude. They still fucking kick ass. I've always wanted to see them. I never got to see them, but we used to consider that like speed metal. I don't know. There's no such thing as speed metal anymore.
Like math rock, right? Like it's like it seems like typing. That's the usual criticism, right? That like I couldn't get into it because like I have anxiety and I can't listen to that like roughness, like I go to the other side, like.
So I was listening. I was listening to Orlando's music. Orlando has is it one album? How many albums you got on Spotify?
Officially, I have like I did 4.
4.
Like and I never put them up like on Spotify. And like this year, I decided to do that. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna put out new shit, so might as well put up the old like things like as a reference, because a lot of people are starting to rap, so it seems like I was trying to do it, but I've been doing it for a while, so it was like, I'm just gonna do it so I have a reference, and it doesn't look like it's my first song.
Yeah, his shit's good, man. Like I was telling him that I was listening to it, and I told him, I go, man, I hear some like some Kanye West influence in there, and he goes, yeah. He says his favorites are Dr. Dre and Kanye West. Those are his favorite producers.
That's good. That's good.
It's because I started listening to. Actually, I like Just Blaze a lot. That's my favorite producer. That's the one who did most of Jay-Z's and Rockefeller's beats. Like he took that choppy sound, and that's the sound I try to recreate, which is getting like the old soul samples, chopping them up like in 200 or something, like the whole keys, and then you just start playing until you get a melody with all the chops. And I just love that. And Kanye West did it afterwards, and everybody else like kind of copy that stuff.
You know who used to do that too? DJ Premier, bro.
Oh, DJ Premier is the shit.
DJ Premier, the monster at that. He's the master of that shit.
Yeah, his boom bap is fucking awesome, dude.
Yes, he's one of them. You want to talk about that choppy stuff? He's one of them.
But you know who I didn't like the chop? Like I don't know. I think it's Ghostface who does Wu-Tang's beats.
Oh no, that's the other guy.
Juan Carlos?
It's the other guy. What's his name? The RZA.
The RZA. Yeah, the RZA.
The RZA is the producer, and he's actually producing for a lot of movies right now too.
Yeah,
he's a producer.
Yeah, he's the original producer of the Wu-Tang. I don't know if Ghostface ever produced any of the songs, but I know the RZA is the OG guy. He's the original.
He's the beat maker, right?
Yeah, he was the guy he was the one making all the beats and everything.
Yeah, he was the one doing all the beats for the Wu-Tang. He's known for he's actually.
That's how he brought everybody in. That's how he created Wu-Tang. He brought in Method Man. He brought in fucking ODB. He brought in everybody. His cousin is the Jizza.
The RZA.
Oh, his cousin is
the Jizza. The
Jizza is his cousin.
Jizza's his cousin. Yeah.
The genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orlando, your latest song, you uploaded "No quiero ser un rockstar."
Yes.
You're talking about giving up on that image, right? You're trying to, you won't ever be cool. You won't ever be.
No, I'm not gonna be a rock star. I'm like, there's so many songs about trying to be a rock star, and I think
I gotta tell you, Orlando, the term rock star is like nobody says that. Nobody says I want to be a rock star.
Everybody wants to feel like that way. Like I want my drinks. I want people to notice me, and like just this whole persona that we try to develop for so long as like a musician and actually as a comedian and whatever you do, like you want to have that rock star status. So I think it came to the point. It was like, what if I don't? What if I passed that? I don't want that anymore. But I still want to make music. I still want to do my shit. I just don't want to have this. That's not one of my dreams to be a rock star. I just want to make a living off of this, and it's okay.
Yeah, exactly. I got that from an interview Chappelle did with the the Actors Studio.
Mm-hmm.
When his dad asked him, like, name your he told his dad, he goes, look, I just want to, if I can make as much money as you make teaching doing comedy, then I feel like I made it. Because because I'm making a living, but I'm doing something I love. Like I don't want to teach. Like he didn't say I don't want to teach, but basically that's what he's saying. Like if I could just make as much money as you do, like his son, his dad, as a teacher.
Yeah, but that's very romantic. I mean, the guy hit it off when he was like 18. He's been successful since he's been a teenager.
Yeah, but I kind of felt that way. Like I've kind of felt that way. I still feel that way. Is if I could make as much as I would make, say, if I became an engineer or whatever. I was studying graphical information systems when I was in college. And if I look at what they make and I say, if I could make what I would have made doing that, then I'm fine with it. Honestly, bro, I kind of like my privacy. I don't envy superstars who can't go anywhere. Who have to be locked down. Who have to have to be hidden. Who have to come in under an alias. I don't really envy that. I'll be honest with you. That's everybody. Not everybody's like me. I mean, I don't expect everyone to.
You know what's the
feel
coolest kind of famous? Like Daft Punk. Like you're so famous, like Daft Punk, and you can walk in like almost anywhere, and you're like, nobody knows who the fuck I am, but I'm
I don't even know who the fuck that is. I know a song, but I don't know who that is.
I like to be like Bebos, like have 100,000 subscribers.
Shit.
You get your money, you get your shows.
But that's the problem.
To be
successful,
you get recognized by fans who appreciate your work. You don't get like assholes that watch you in some sitcoms. You know, like in the documentary, like comedians of comedy, like Brian Post saying like he can't walk out because he's been on ABC sitcoms, and they don't know anything about the real work he does, and they just want to have a picture with the goofy clown, and they don't know anything about you. That's annoying, but there's like a few levels below that.
Well, shit, Bebos, you could get away with it because you guys paint your faces. So
exactly, that's what
if you never show your face, then you could go wherever the fuck you want.
No, when we go to Mexico and all that shit, I paint my whole face, and they don't even know who the fuck I am. I could just walk anywhere. They don't look. We're gonna look like I told my homeboy. I know we're getting really popular in Mexico, especially in Central America and South America. That's when we're getting really big. So to me, it's like Estados Unidos. It's like, come on, man. They're not gonna.
You go where the money is. You go where the money is. I once upon a time I told my wife, hey, if I became super duper famous in fucking Paraguay, guess where we're gonna live, honey? Guess where I'm, or maybe not live, but guess where I'm gonna be most of the year? I'm gonna be in goddamn Paraguay. I don't give a shit. That's where I'm gonna make my money. I could come back home, live a normal life. I could walk the streets. I could do whatever I want. Like a guy that can, like, that I know personally that it's kind of like that is Sick Jackin from Psycho Realm. Like, you know, Jack, he's got a fucking following. Like, they sell out all over the world. You know what I mean? He sells out, like, not fucking arenas, but he sells out venues.
He's big in Colombia, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He's huge in Europe.
Dude, Colombia, he's big, bro. I was out there. They love Psycho Realm. Sick Jackin, they love his ass, man. And when we're out there, man, they were like, oh, yeah, man, fucking. They were like, oh, yeah, we love you guys, and we love fucking Psycho Realm. That's like the type of, Cypress Hill. That's the stuff they like over there.
Yeah.
So Psycho Realm is like Cypress Hill?
Well, they're a chain. They're a chain by them. They brought them up, actually. Yeah. Cypress Hill brought up Psycho Realm. They're like under their wing, you know what I mean?
You never heard of Psycho Realm?
No.
Have you, Orlando?
I've heard of them, but I don't think I've ever listened to them.
Oh, they're fucking beasts, bro.
Yeah, they're beasts.
Gotta check them out.
Jack. I was with Jack during the Super Bowl. I was hanging out with him. We were watching the Super Bowl, and then we did like a little show, and we hung out. And he was telling me, you know, about where he started. I think he didn't even think about doing hip hop. He was a writer. Like he had a I believe he had like a scholarship to go to UCLA or somewhere, like to be a writer. He was a good writer, and that's how he got into like hip hop. He started writing music, and just fucking him.
You can tell he's a good writer because of his writing.
Smart guy.
He writes.
He's really smart.
Really smart. Yeah.
You were saying, Bebos, that you were looking at the American public as like clients, like you can sell them, and you rather sell them to Latin America, maybe. Like you don't feel like the gringo is receptive.
The U.S. citizens out here, they don't. It's got so much variety. Look, the Mexicans over here. Let's be honest. The Mexicans over here in the United States, they don't listen to Spanish music. They don't listen to Spanish rappers.
Corridos. They listen to corridos.
Yeah, but the trap corridos. They listen to trap, the new shit. Trap corridos. They don't really listen to the. They're not embracing the real Latin culture yet. It's gonna happen, but they need somebody to bring it out. Like, you know, the Puerto Ricans, they brought out the reggaeton, and the reggaetoneros they're smart, man. When they came out, when the reggaetoneros came out, like Daddy Yankee came out, and he's fucking hooked up with Tego Calderon. He hooked up with fucking this other rapper and this other rapper, and reggaeton started growing, and then it became a genre.
El gato volador.
Yeah, look at banda rap. Banda rap is what we do. It was us, okay, DeCalifornia. It was a group called Aquid. You guys probably know who he is.
Right.
Aquid. It was Pueblo Café, Sinfonía. It was a fucking Mexiclan. Yeah, Mexiclan. Banda Hood. There was a bunch of us. Pero when Aquid got the fucking deal to go out, instead of doing a concert with us, he was like, nah, fuck that. I'm too good for y'all. So he went and started doing banda with just banda rap with banda, with combatos de banda. So it doesn't work. Only one fucking rapper and a bunch of bandas. Like
you gotta create a movement. You gotta create that movement.
Gotta create, and that's what we're doing right now. Us, DeCalifornia, is doing that right now. We're actually bringing that movement, and people are starting to understand that we're the ones. All of a sudden, fucking, you got Aquid starting a new album now. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
We're all the rappers that are retired, all of a sudden they're coming back because we are keeping that shit alive now, and it's coming. It's coming.
So something like Orlando's style is different. It's different than yours, man. Because
well, honestly, I do all kinds of shit. If you listen to our shit, we got mambo, we got salsa, we got cumbia, we have fucking banda, we have hip hop. The new album we just finished a new LP last week. So it's gonna be all hip hop, nothing but like that new trap shit. We're just doing everything. We're mixing, and people are like, "Oh, where are you guys?" They can't even figure out what genre. We're like, "What kind of music you guys make?" I was like, "Look, this is how we do it." You know what? When you go to a Mexican party, and they play cumbia, they play banda, they play reggaeton. That's our style. We play everything except for reggaeton. We don't do reggaeton, but we do as much as mix as possible. So our album is gonna be mixed. You know what I mean?
Nothing wrong with reggaeton. That dude Bad Bunny is like the #1 fucking artist in the world now, dude.
Not no more. Now Tekashi 6ix9ine took over, man.
Really?
Tekashi 6ix9ine is the man right now. He is the #1 motherfucker for the Latino.
Mexican guy from New York. Holy shit.
With rainbow hair.
Yeah.
He's the #1.
Isn't that crazy? Like you would have thought, like if it were gonna be a Mexican guy, he would have been like from LA or even maybe Texas.
Well, you wouldn't think he'd be fucking rainbow colored hair, you know?
Hey, whatever it was, dog, he fucking took over, dog, and that's to me props. You gotta give him respect, man.
I give him props. I gotta
give him props too.
I don't listen much to his music. I couldn't
I
tell
don't
you
listen
what
to his music either, but you gotta respect the guy.
Oh no, exactly.
He's our first, he's our first Latin rapper, Mexican rapper that ever blew up mainstream. Tekashi 6ix9ine is our first Mexican rapper that went mainstream. #1. Right now, #1 de todos los Latinos, way. You should be proud of that shit.
#1 over everybody, not just Latinos.
Everybody. He's fucking Gooba. That song fucking just broke records, bro. It's insane. It beat the industry, and he's an independent fucking artist, bro. Can you believe it?
I think he's backed up by Interscope. I think his manager is like the son of somebody inside the record industry.
No, he was on his own, just doing YouTube, man. And what got him famous? Well, now when he came back, with being in jail, when he came back out, I think he's under a fucking Jay-Z
house arrest.
No, I think but I think Jay-Z. Oh yeah, he's on house arrest, but I think Jay-Z signed him, man, for $10 million.
Really?
Yeah,
I think he has backup because he doesn't look like I can believe like 50 Cent got enough drug money to pay his first records, but I don't imagine Tekashi 6ix9ine like.
I don't know much about Tekashi, but I heard that he was not a gangster, but he threw some gangsters in his videos, and then that just kind of like it hit, and he just fucking went with that.
I can believe that he sold
NWA, right? That shit. He you know, personified this gangster, but he's not a real gangster.
No, he's not.
I don't think that there's like nothing wrong with that, as long as you don't get in trouble, I guess.
Well, he's in trouble. Don't get me wrong. That's the bad thing about him. He's gonna have security all the time, man. They're gonna try to get that guy, man. They're gonna try to get him. The snitching, that's one thing. But he's mocking everybody. Like he's going on the internet saying, yeah, you guys are mad because I snitch. You got a rat making more money than you. He's got fucking $1 million chains, bro. That's a fucking low blow to all the fucking rappers, bro.
Right.
Isn't Little Mexican? I'm cool.
Little Pump is also like half Mexican, isn't he?
Yeah, Lil Pump también. He's half Mexican. I heard that too. The other half Mexican, half Puerto Rican or some shit, no?
I don't know.
And also from Miami, right? Like from Florida.
Yeah, so there's like Mexicans all over the place.
There's no like Tekashi 6ix9ine from California. Who's the new young promise? Who's the kid?
We're trying to fucking just blow up in Latino America. I don't really honestly.
You need to do the Usher thing, Bebos. You need
just
to get like
find your niche, man, and go with it. Find your niche.
Already. The thing is with us, we know where our fan base look.
We have Japanese, right? Japanese fan base, no?
Well, we got a big fan base in Japan. man. Another thing, look, Mexico gotta support you, man. If Mexico supports us, we're gonna blow up, and it's happening right now. But
Right.
Mexico, look, number one thing, Mexico gotta like you. They gotta accept you. Once they accept you, it's a wrap, bro.
Right. That's what happened with Bad Bunny. I think Mexico really supported Bad Bunny, and he really blew up. In
Well,
you know,
if everybody's got to go to Mexico, man. If you blow up in Mexico, you're gonna blow up everywhere else. Right now, we're
That's-
doing pretty good in Mexico, man. So
Everybody knows that. I think that's been the fucking secret to success for a long time. Like for any Latin artist, it doesn't matter from Dominican Republic or South America or the Caribbean,
Right.
South America, whatever. You blow up in Mexico. Mexico's one of the bigger countries because Brazil's. I mean, they're Portuguese and shit. I don't know if Brazil factors into this, but Mexico's like the biggest country in Latin America. So and it's considered like the Hollywood of Latin America.
yeah, it's like the Hollywood. It's like that's where you blow up. If you're gonna do novelas, you gotta go to Mexico. I don't give a fuck if you're anywhere else in the world. If you're gonna do Spanish novelas, you have to go to Mexico.
I'm thinking if you're American and Mexicans like you, Americans like you more. And if Americans like you, then you got the whole world. I mean, you got Brazil. If people like anything in the United States, they're gonna like it in Brazil. They get anything like Brazil, and I mean Lollapalooza continues in Argentina, right? Like, which is like it's no longer a thing in the United States.
I think she shaved, and her name is Laura.
Laura Pausini.
No, he said Pelusa. I think she shaved. So no,
La Pelusa.
Calva.
Sí, claro. Lola Pelusa.
That's a good
like
name for a band.
That's like
You
a
know?
Cheech and Chong joke. Like,
Yeah.
Lola Calva. Lola Calva now.
Oh, Cisco, ahorita te quería decir Cisco.
Yeah.
Cisco, ¿dónde está Cisco? Hey,
I'm right here.
Okay, yeah.
Dale al gallery view.
Hey, look, I never done this. I never done this Zoom shit. Look, I got a call from a band from like some heavy metal dudes.
Okay.
And they want to do a concert going like maybe a couple bands, but they want us to do a comedy show first. So yeah, I'm letting you know right now. Ahorita en Zoom, cabrón.
Woo!
You're gonna be my headliner. No chingues.
Those metal motherfuckers don't play either. They're fucking
metal, they're heavy metal. They call me. They're from Pomona.
No, but they like that dark humor. They don't like fucking that pussy shit.
They like fucking crowd work. You just fucking roast them and they're happy. You know what I mean?
Roast them.
So just roast everybody.
I trip out on those audiences and like you fucking roast them. They're like, yeah, baby. Like what the fuck? Like I just
want to
called
get
you.
roasted. You know what I mean? But that's what he was saying. He was like, yeah, man, I want to do a comedy show. So he's got a little budget. I'll break it down and then I'll let you know.
It.
But you're gonna be my headliner.
I'm gonna wear a mask.
Which state? When's this show?
California.
But when?
They're trying to set it up. Ahorita me dijo el vato que
Juan Carlos is like, fuck it, I'll fly out there, man. Like,
yeah, man, I'll cross the border. I've done
So,
it before.
so piloteando internacional.
I got my coyote here.
No le digo a ustedes porque por Filipinas, para el dinero que los van a dar, tú sabes, it's just for fun, you know?
It's not a lot of money. It's just,
Don't worry.
It's a local gig. You know how local gigs are.
Yeah, whatever.
So
Bebos,
Orlando, how long you been doing comedy?
I have been like officially. I started doing sketch comedy and like shit on YouTube in 2010, and that was to get my music career started because I thought like let's Will Smith the shit like do comedy, put my songs in there, and then at one point I started getting hired for just doing comedy. So I switched over and stopped doing music for a while.
Oh, so you write? Do you write for TV and stuff or what?
No, you mostly all the stuff I do is for YouTube, like YouTuberos, like famous YouTubers and shit.
Whatever tomorrow.
Like the parodies he used to do from reggaeton. All of them, I wrote all of them.
Oh shit.
They got really big, and right now I'm doing like shit on Facebook. I made this guy, this like dude on El Paquito Quetzalcoatl.
Claro.
I made this guy like very viral because I don't want to talk bad or anything.
Describe Paquito Quetzalcoatl.
All right.
You ever see Dragon Ball Z? Dragon Ball Z? Like Piccolo?
My kids love that shit. Yeah.
Bebos, I'm gonna just don't think. Are you on a computer, like a desktop or a laptop?
It's a laptop.
You can click the gallery view, and it'll be like the Brady Bunch, you know, instead of like switching over to whoever's speaking. Can you do that?
Oh, you can't see everybody, so you don't have everybody in your view.
Bebos?
You said you think? How do you know he has it on speaker view?
I think he doesn't like me, Cisco. I mean, like.
But how do you know he has it on?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was talking about if you can see of all of the 4 pictures at the same time. I'm sorry, Orlando.
No, because so if you click on the top corner, it'll show you just who's talking, and then it'll just jump to people.
Right.
Like I don't know.
Right now, it's jumping right now. It's jumping. Like right now, yeah, like it's on Orlando right now.
I'm not even saying anything.
Would you say this is a Brady Bunch? He says it's a Brady Bunch. You breathe
like
hard.
the Brady Bunch,
Orlando,
like
Orlando,
let it be.
Yes.
Orlando, you breathe hard. That's what it is. That's why you came up. It's like your breath.
Really?
Oh, so
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
When you talk, it jumps.
Sound like a pervert. Like,
No, we were talking about Paquito Quetzalcoatl. Paquito
Right,
Quetzalcoatl is an influencer from Orlando.
Paquito del fraccionamiento.
No. And I say like he's like Piccolo because he's a monster from Dragon Ball Z that reproduces by spitting out eggs and other monsters that kind of look like him. How many children does Paquito Quetzalcoatl have?
He has 3.
He
And they all
has
look-
more.
Yeah. No, well, I don't know. I don't know more than
So is that the character that he plays? He's a dad, or does he really have 3?
No, he's
Yeah.
like a real person that I just took his persona and made it on Facebook and just made it super viral. We like this week we just made 2 million followers
shit.
on Facebook, and all most videos hit like 40 million, 80 10 million, 8 so it was I never did anything on Facebook. This is the first time I've done anything on it, but and it went well. But I've been doing like comedy for people behind the scenes for like 10 years, and I started doing stand up with where I met Escalante, like I think in 2014, 2015, not too long ago.
Yeah, Orlando's pretty funny. He's very talented.
So you've been
you.
doing stand-up comedy in front of the live audience, right? Live stand-up.
Yes,
Live
in
stand-up
La
comedy?
Ciudad de Mexico. Yeah,
That's what I like. Yeah, that's what I.
yeah,
for me,
because yeah,
I love performing live. That's
Yeah, this fucking. I did that Zoom shit. This shit sucks, man.
yeah.
Nah, I don't do Zoom. I don't do sketches. You know, no disrespect or anything. I mean, I just don't like
Right.
doing stuff.
Fortunately, I get it. Like the people who do it, I get it. You know, some of them got to pay their rent. They don't have no income or whatever. I get it. Fortunately, I'm not in that situation, so I don't have to do it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because I'm a kind of guy that I fucking thrive off the energy of the crowd.
Of course. No,
If a-
stand up without audience is just weird, isn't it? It's like
Fucking A, dude. Imagine doing hip hop without a fucking audience, with no fucking sound. I mean, like if you're doing a music video, it's kind of hard, right? I mean, because it's just the music and you singing over it. I'm sure that's difficult, Bebos, correct?
Yeah, because the shit that gets frustrating is you got to do it over and over and over. And you don't understand until you see the video. You're like, oh, okay. Because you see different angles on your head or doing something else that they caught. But I don't like doing that shit. I don't like do it again. I like fucking on the spot. If I fuck up, let me fix it. That's
yeah.
the rush. Like,
Nobody's going to do that, fool. They got to do like 30 takes, dog, of one
yeah.
bar. One fucking bar, 30 takes. Come on, do it again.
That's true. See, that's what I like. I don't know. I like to be afraid, man. I like to have that moment where I'm like, damn, how about if I fuck up?
Right.
Then what you
yeah,
gotta do? Then
like
what you gotta do is you gotta have like 3-4 cameras rolling, but they gotta get out of the way. Make sure they don't come out in frame. Because,
like the Brady Bunch, 4 cameras, just like one on top of
Exactly.
each other.
yeah. I mean, that's the only way you could do.
Think about.
That's the only way you could do 1 or 2 takes. If you have 4 cameras, that way you get every angle. Otherwise, if you're doing 1 or 2 cameras, then you're gonna have to do a couple of takes to get different angles. And you know what? It's all the producers. It's the producer's vision. It's their vision.
It's like I was gonna tell you. There's some guys that are like, that all of a sudden they get creative and they're like, hey, bro, can you just walk right here when you start saying that? And then you're like, wait a minute, motherfucker, I just did that shit 1,000 times. Yeah, I know, but I think you gotta walk too. And now you're walking. Wait a minute, you know what? Stop right here. Can you turn around? Okay, do it again. And then you're like, what the fuck? But you don't understand until you see the shot and you're like, okay, that's why I don't say nothing to the producers.
Well, it's like when you produce music. When you produce music, I mean, you might get an idea in the middle of a fucking song and be like, you know what? Let's change this up. Let's throw in a fucking a chorus or some shit. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, it's everybody's got their own little way of doing things, and they don't actually work. Like I seen a guy doing a music video, and he was like, doom, doom, but he kept hitting his camera, bro, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, and then when the bass hits, it's like doom, 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 and it's bouncing the fucking camera. I'm like, okay, now I understand. But in the beginning, you see his ass just fucking smacking the camera. Like, what are you doing, bro?
You know whose ass I want to kick? I want to kick the ass of the guy, the morning DJ who developed that little air horn. I'm fucking sick of that.
You better blame the Jamaicans for that. That was Jamaicans.
That's fucking annoying, bro.
The Jamaicans. That's the Jamaicans, bro. That's the reggae. The real Jamaican guys are the ones that do that.
Oh, that's from dance hall? That's like from dance hall?
Yeah, they do that.
Just give me the light and pass the job.
Oh, I hate that guy. I don't like that guy.
The real culprits are the people who made all those people be in traffic at 6 a.m. listening to that. You're on at 6 a.m. You're doing anything to be awake to get people riled up. That's why all those DJs are like cokeheads, and like I heard like they were always like they got addicted to like cough syrup also.
Oh,
like they got these nasty habits.
What do they call that? The drank or what?
Sure.
I don't think it was like drank like
purple drank.
It was just.
Cisco was a jockey, huh? You were a disc jockey, a DJ.
Yeah, I had my morning. That was my radio show was in the morning.
Did you do the horn?
Fuck no, I didn't do that shit. The girl, no, I told them, nah, don't be doing that shit, man.
But they wanted you to do the horn.
No, the girl, I remember the girl, she used to have those little hands that clap, 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 clap. I'm like, ding-a-ling-a-ling, do the bells. I was like, oh, come on, man, it's just fucking, just get into it.
She wanted to be Don Cheto? She wanted to do the Don Cheto?
Yeah, fuck all that, man. I'm not into none of that shit, dude. I mean, I'm into, like, if you're gonna do something unique that something different. Like, that's just, you're just imitating other people. Like, who the fuck came up with that idea? They're sitting in traffic, and then everybody just started honking, like fucking they were in El Periférico at 6 a.m. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. When I get to the radio station, I'm going to fucking honk. Like, what the fuck? Like, nobody wants to hear that shit.
Nobody.
Were you still listening to, like, old radio guy advice when you were on the radio? Like, how to, like, restart the show? And...
Mick D's, or was it Rick D's in the morning? Rick D's in the morning.
Oh, yeah, see, here comes that man. Remember the other one?
Disco Duck. He had a song called Disco Duck.
Right.
What was that? What was that like?
Fucking, I don't know. I don't remember what it sounds like, but I remember Disco Duck or some shit. I don't know.
What white people do, they take something that black people were doing great, and they just turn it into shit.
Except for Eminem.
And Elvis kind of did it okay, didn't he?
Yeah, but those are like exceptions. For every Elvis, there's like all these like, hey man, people like this kind of sound. Dude, let's do it. Let's get paid. Whatever.
I didn't know how big of a beast Eminem was, and so I was watching this YouTube video, and all these famous rappers are like, yeah, you don't want to fuck with him. You don't want to fuck with Marshall. I was like, what? Like they're fucking like The Game. All these rappers fucking like, nah, don't fuck.
Oh, well, you can tell. See, when you write, look, Cisco, when you write music, you understand how hard it is to write like Eminem. Like, a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people just see him rapping. They're like, oh, he's got a high-pitched voice. Bro, try to write like that motherfucker. Try to even write like him.
Yeah, he rhymes between rhymes.
There's only one way. There's only one guy that actually could kind of get close to him. And I'm gonna tell you his name, and you probably never heard of him. Oh. Lucas Joyner.
Oh, dude, I'm such a big
Joyner Lucas.
Yeah, Joyner Lucas.
That's the guy. I think he's probably the one that's the closest he could get to Eminem. But
never heard of him.
Quite Eminem.
Dude, Joyner Lucas is like the up and coming new kind of better Eminem. I think he's gonna be even better.
White? I mean,
no,
white?
he's a
black dude.
But he's totally influenced by Eminem. You can listen to him and say, "Oh, dude, he comes from like listening to Eminem and all these dudes."
Well, that's what. It's funny because Orlando, when we started, he's like, "Hey, man, you're not gonna ask me to bust a flow or anything like that." He goes, "Because I don't do that shit." He goes, "I gotta write my shit."
Yeah, me too. I don't like freestyling. I like producing. That's my shit.
Exactly.
No, that's why I told him. I said some guys are good at freestyling. Doesn't mean you have to be good at it. There's motherfuckers that are just good at it.
Hey, but you know what the bad thing about it, Cisco, about being a freestyle rapper? What? It's kind of like doing a guy that does crowd work. You know what I mean? They're good at doing crowd work, but they suck when they have a set. You know what I mean? Like
that happens to
a
lot of
Mexican
rappers.
When you go on professional fucking TV and you want to do a set, you don't have one because you're too busy trying to come up with shit at the spot, but you gotta have professional material. Like you have to write and do a song. Writing, freestyle is different.
Hey, Bebos, you thought I wasn't trying to throw shade when I told you that. Why do all Mexican rappers sound like they're angry?
Oh, no.
I wasn't trying to throw shade. It's just fucking. A lot of the hip hop artists, y luego le dije, I'm like, fuck, dude, why you gotta sound mad, man? Like,
that's a great song.
You gotta remember that. We gotta remember that Mexicans are more passionate. Look, Puerto Ricans are more like, yo te quiero, mamacita, yo te adoro. Like, you don't want to hear that shit, bro. Like me, I'm sorry, man, but you can't be a, yo te quiero, mamacita, you know, te voy a lamber tola. You know, come on, fool. They talk like that because they can't roll their R's. If you roll your R's, you're gonna sound chingón. ¿Qué onda, perro? Hey, ¿qué onda, pelo? It just doesn't sound right to me. It doesn't sound right, bro. You know what I mean? So we're more passionate. Mexicans are more passionate. Right? Think el mariachi te hace llorar, güey. Bien vergas y luego.
I know. Hey, even the motherfuckers.
Say, we're passionate.
Like,
Mexicans.
it's funny because like Mexicans. Sorry, Juan Carlos and Orlando. They're the biggest malinchistas on the planet. You go to Mexico, they hate everything from Mexico. I don't listen to banda. I don't listen to mariachi. I don't listen to norteño.
Yes,
I hate all that shit. I don't drink fucking café de olla. I don't drink that shit.
Café de olla, come on, man. I mean,
I don't eat carnitas.
It's for health reasons. You can't be drinking black coffee with 3 cubes of loncillo.
With panocha.
Like brown sugar, like it's like molasses.
I don't eat fucking conchas. I don't fucking eat carnitas. I don't eat tripas.
Sí, todo carnitas, sí, claro, carnitas, sí. But mariachi music, I mean, imagine the amount of mariachi music Orlando has heard in his life living in Morelos.
So what, bro? What about the American who's heard fucking like Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis? And
you have depression and you're listening to five like brass.
You know, this is a theory that I actually talked about recently with a friend. He's like, you're not Mexican unless you go someplace else. Like, he has his brother-in-law who just went to Atlanta. He's been in Atlanta for 4 or 5 years, and he hated banda. He hated mariachi. He hated all that shit. But he went over there and he's like, I started missing that shit. Yeah. And then when I heard it, like in bumping, like from cars and from like my neighbor, I started getting close to like other Mexicans who listen to banda, and then they just, from hating it, he went to really.
We get proud.
That's loneliness.
Proud. No, it's because it's true. I get what you're saying. If you're always around it, you become sick of it. But like when you're somewhere else, you develop a sense of pride. Like, yeah, I'm fucking Mexican. That's our shit, man. Even though banda, we were taught by Polish and Germans and shit.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, man. It's polka.
Yeah,
like we love polka.
And mariachi comes from when we were invaded by the French, and Maximiliano somebody from his court was gonna get married, and marriage, like it comes from that. It's something made up, like everything else culturally. And it's all.
So you don't like mariachi?
No, I don't like. I mean, I like some songs, but I think
mariachi music.
Mexican culture has been like oppressed and controlled all life in Mexico and the United States also. So we never had a chance to listen to real diversity in music. We only get what we were told to get. You know, Pedro Infante, Jorge Negrete. Those are the two. And then it goes down like. It's somebody decided for you. Right now, it's wide open.
Jose Alfredo Jimenez, one of the greatest writers of Mexican music, bro.
Yeah, there's great talents. I know there are great talents, but it's like a very narrow pipeline. I mean, if you compare the kind of productions of the variety of productions the United States had in the 60s and Mexico, you're gonna see that all the Mexico from Mexico sounds some kind of the same.
But which variety? What variety are you talking about?
Like soul music, like the start to funk.
Oh, that's because in Mexico you didn't let black people make music. That's why.
Yeah, I agree with you.
They were oppressed.
Yeah.
You would have had some badass music. You know what they did instead was you had Los Angeles Negros trying to do soul music and shit. That's what you had.
Yeah, but those are like, one of them was black and the other were white Mexicans.
Los Canarios. Los pinche pasteles verdes. Or what the fuck? Or what?
Las jilguerillas, güey. Las jilguerillas.
There was a show during the 80s in Mexico that was called Chispas de Chocolate, which took all the black Mexican actors or Latino actors they could get, and they gave them a sketch show, and they named it Chocolate Chispas, o sea, chips. Like, you couldn't do that even in the 80s in
Chispas are chips?
No, yeah, chocolate chip, right? Yeah.
Chocolate chispas? That's how you say chocolate chip?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Chispas de chocolate.
I didn't even know how you said chocolate chip. Chispas de
like
chocolate.
Sparks, like chocolate sparks.
And that's what they called them, and they were black? That's racist, bro.
And they were...
Imagine having a show here in America, the chocolate chip show, and it's all black. What the fuck?
Yeah. You got the ink spots, but they were in like the 50s.
You're right, the ink spots.
That was 30 years ago.
That was Red Fox's favorite group on Sanford and Son. If I didn't care, and would I be sure? He's always sing the ink spots. The ink spots.
I like the one. I like coffee. I like tea. You never heard that?
Hey, what happened to Orlando? Orlando got cut off, man.
Yeah. Maybe he.
Hey, dude. I sent you his link to his Spotify. Bebos, listen to him. He's fucking talented, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good, man. He's pretty damn good.
I'll check him out.
He got his, like I said, he got his little style that I was like, I could hear some Kanye in there. I'm like, oh, this guy's like a Kanye fan because the beats, the music, it's kind of like.
Yeah, everybody has their influence, but see, the good thing about me, I'm influenced by metal, so that's why you're gonna hear a lot of aggression on me, because that's what I like. I like metal, man.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. There was a lot of hip hop artists that. Like even like Aquid, they sounded like they were angry all the time. Like they're very hard. Who else was another one? Who else I see? I can't fucking remember other names. The Salvadorian dudes.
Oh, you're talking about the Crooked Stilo.
Crooked Stilo. They were not bad. They were pretty good.
They're cumbieros, man. They're cool, man.
They're cool dudes. They're cool dudes.
They're still doing it. We just did a show with them like fucking 6 months ago, bro.
And then what's his name? What's his name that was on the radio for a minute? He was a DJ, did hip hop.
Oh, yeah, you talking about DJ Magic?
No. ¿Cómo se llama este güey?
ODM?
No, not ODM. No, I'm trying to remember his name. He was a banda.
You talking about David Rolas?
David Rolas.
That's another one. Yeah. That's another guy too. Yeah.
David Jams was his name. He was a DJ, David Jams.
Yeah.
Then he became David Rolas. But I remember when I started in comedy, that's when that hip hop with the banda was kind of like blowing up a little bit. 2003, 2004. That's when they were coming.
That's when we got signed to Univision and all that. We were getting out there too. With La Movida.
So you don't have like your band, like you have like a band that comes with you when you tour.
No. Look, the thing is, only when we do big shows we use the big band. Other than that, we use like pistas. We use a DJ. You know what I mean? With our instrumentals.
Are they the same people always? Like they're your band?
Different ones.
So so you get what Bebos was saying when they started in the music, and Aquid was saying that, like we don't want to perform with them. It's like with the stand-up comedy. If somebody like Escamilla would have said, I don't want none of them performing with me, just me, and that's it. And then there'd be no movement. There'd be no stand-up comedy movement. I'm just saying, I don't know.
I don't know this band. I mean, like, what's it called? Like Aquid?
Yeah.
Like, what's it?
AKWID.
I never heard of it. I mean, and they hit it big, right? And then they disbanded.
Yeah, they were for a while.
They're still big in Mexico, but the thing is, it's more like it's so forgotten because people never really they fucked up, man. Honestly, not to talk bad about them. I actually know them. Not to talk bad about them, but they just went the wrong way about it. You know what I mean?
They got selfish.
Selfish. We're trying to feature other artists like on our music. We're putting on. If you listen to our new album, our new album that's coming out, it's gonna have a bunch of artists, different rappers. We're bringing guys from Puebla. We're bringing guys from we got Colombia guys actually. We got guys from New York. We got guys from Central America. We're just producing artists that we feel.
Hey, you got anybody from Cuernavaca?
No, not yet.
I was about to say you should put somebody from Cuernavaca.
He's from Cuernavaca. That's right. Orlando's in Cuernavaca.
So who's in Mexico right now? ¿Quién está en México ahorita? Both of you guys?
Me and Juan Carlos Escalante.
Both of them. Yeah.
Andamos.
Yeah, he's in Cuernavaca. Juan Carlos in Mexico City. Juan Carlos in Mexico City. Orlando and Cuernavaca, which is like an hour and a half away south.
Okay. Ya, porque nosotros tenemos que estar allá, tenemos que estar en Aguascalientes este mes. Aguascalientes y ¿qué se llama? Jalisco, Aguascalientes y ¿qué se llama? Y se me hace que también a Zacatecas, güey.
La Feria de San Miguel, or what's that shit called? That big one?
La San Marcos, la de Aguascalientes.
San Marcos, that's a
Esa
big
fue la que cancelaron, ¿verdad? Escalante.
¿Qué pasó? Sí, no, everything's canceled. It's terrible.
Yeah. If you would have said there's free perico, I bet you they would have sold out. You didn't have to cancel shit.
Yeah, you just give away cocaine and everybody shows up. I mean, it's gonna be really weird. Right now they're opening restaurants. I was gonna ask you about this group. Like, it's very interesting because I always wonder when Latino things pop in the U.S. You know, like I wonder why this popped off and other didn't. You know, what would you attribute? You know, the success of this band that no longer. Yeah.
Like why weren't they successful? He's saying.
No, why were they successful at first?
Why were they successful?
It was something so new, and the radios they wanted new sound. Like reggaeton was barely coming out. Reggaeton was getting the gasolina. They were getting the movement, and they were like, oh shit, we got something else right here. Banda was getting pretty popular too, banda rap. But the problem was that these guys they from what I heard that they sold the rights to La Que Buena. To some guy named Pepe. I don't know so much about the guy, but they gave him the rights, and then he started playing the music. But he owned the music, and he kept playing it over and over on the radio. And you know the radio, man. Once you play it, a lot of times it becomes normal in your head, and it becomes a hit. So, because the radio, they know how to manipulate it. Now it's a freelance, bro. Now you go to YouTube, and if they like your shit, you're gonna get people going to your station. If they don't like your shit, they're not gonna go to your station. You could be the baddest rapper, but if there's something that people don't want to hear about you, they're not gonna go to your channel, bro. That's the bad thing about it now. That the good and bad, because now you don't need the radio to fucking promote your music. What you need to do is just throw content out. Go throw.
You gotta get your music. You know, you gotta get your music in the hands of Lagrimita y Costel. They'll fucking promote.
Don't destroy your fucking career, bro. Don't be fucking trying to dance when you're performing.
I'm gonna give them my comedy CD. See what they can do for me.
You know Costel, Bebos?
Huh?
Yeah.
You know Costel? Yeah.
You met him, right? Remember Lagrimita y Costel? We met him.
Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah, it's a great like combination to be like a clown and also really buff, you know. And it was taken to the extreme. I don't know if you heard about this group. They were called the Guapayasos, and they were like Chippendales, and they also like a clown. And they worked a lot. They got a lot of shows. They were on TV. People liked them. And then one person died during one of their live show. Almost died. He didn't. Oh, he was taken out by the ambulance.
He almost died because of the you know what.
He choked on a pickle, like a cucumber. You know,
cucumber.
Like part of the show was deep throating a cucumber.
A dude, a guy doing it. Oh,
yeah,
God.
yeah. It was a gay establishment.
Oh,
and
shit.
people said Guapayas were killing people and. That's
like gay clown, gay stripper. No, they were not gay. They were just stripper clowns, and they almost killed the guy with a cucumber.
And the video is really funny because they take away the guy. You know, like Studio 54 when the old lady dies, they take her out and they play the music again. Take her out and then bam, and the mirror. Todo mundo vuelve a la pista que vamos a seguir bailando aquí no sé qué. And the guapayas were like awkward, like. Like, let's get going.
This is fucking crazy, dude.
Do you think in the United States there would be a market for stripper clowns?
There is.
Probably.
There is. Go to Hollywood. Go to
HP,
fucking,
bro. Right in HP.
Santa Monica. Go to Santa Monica Boulevard, bro.
Oh yeah, Santa Monica.
Go there. You can start a couple clubs right there every night. You know what I mean?
We talked about this before. What is Mexico's fascination with the clown, bro? Like, what is that? I mean, I know Cepillín started it, but like damn, like it should just ended there. Like, why does it have to continue?
Mexico is very in touch with their medieval culture. Since we're a very old culture and we were like New Spain, Nueva España and all that, there's just like little things that you see in Mexico. They're like from the 17th century and we still got them. And I think clowns are part of it. Like, it's very old, traditional, and people like to like throw their money around like I got a kid and the clown is coming and I got the best clown and he's not like he's like my slave here. Like the clown goes to your house and you have him in your pet patio, you know, like your garden, and people like that. People like the comedian to be humiliated.
Bro, like Alan Saldaña has a fucking WhatsApp group chat.
Mm-hmm.
There's 100 comics in there for some festival that they had or whatever.
Claro.
I don't know. Did you hear about that?
Yeah. Yes, and in Aguascalientes.
Yeah, so there's like 100 comics in there. 80 are clowns. The fuck, man? Like it seems like 80 of them are like 80 of them are fucking. It seems like I might be exaggerating, but it seems like 80 of them are fucking clowns because every time somebody posts something new, it's like a fucking clown. Like, oh, come see my show. It's a clown guy. I'm like, Jesus Christ, how many fucking clowns?
You're in this group?
Yeah, were you in there too?
No. I'm just curious about this group. Like,
yeah, I think Juan Carlos was in it, but he was smart. He left the group.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Were you in it?
Yeah, I was in it. I was like, saludos del payaso cuadrito, directo de Zacatecas. Me apunto al chat. Hola, gracias por agregarme. Soy el payaso microfonito.
Yeah, dude, Alan, ese güey, Fran, Horacio, Burra, and me. That's the only ones I know in there. The rest of them are clowns.
Claro.
Like,
and you
no
can start
fun.
doing clown work at the stop, you know, at the streets. You get on in front of the cars and you can start. You can do stand up. You can do observational comedy, in the street lights. You can do it.
Like I've said this before, Platanito is a very funny guy, man. Fucking funny as shit. I think he's very talented. He's got the gift of gab. He can shoot from the hip. But like, I don't think he needs the clown face. Like,
well,
honestly.
There was also Broso. That was ¿Puedes explicar a Broso, Escalante?
Broso. If there was a clown named Broso in America, it'd be a black clown.
Right.
Broso.
He was like a political clown, and he would like talk about political shit, and he would what was it, like kind of satire, kind of just like
Yeah, I heard he was good. I heard he was really good though.
He didn't need to be a clown either, but he just puts on the clothes. I don't know. It's like a
fucking guy,
tradition.
dude.
Anything comedy you get in Mexico is because the producer liked it, because the guy with the money likes it.
Wey, eres bien chingón, güey, pero ¿sabes qué te haría más chingón? Píntate de payaso. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, who influences you? Who tells you to do? Like, if somebody told you to do that, Juan Carlos, hey, ponte la cara de payaso, güey, te hago bien famoso.
We'll give you a sitcom.
Would you do it? Would you do it?
I think about it. I mean, if you put money in my pocket, you know.
And that's how it happens. That's how it happens.
That's how it
man.
happens. It's like the what's up?
I think the reason why they paint their faces is, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think these people are insecure and they want to hide behind the mask. So
yeah,
a lot of people are scared, man, to be in front of the public.
The character.
Yeah, they get into that character and they don't know who I am, so they don't worry about it. But I think if they go without the fucking makeup, because you've seen them comics, you see Trapicio and then when they take the makeup off and they try to perform, it's a whole different ballgame.
Well, that's another guy that he's funny. Now he's a compayaso.
Right. That's right. That's a new one.
He's funny. I think he's funny. He's got material. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen him and shit. But I asked him one time, won't you do it without the makeup? Nah, but it's because they already know me as that. But it might be what you say. It might, like hiding behind the character. Like I can hide behind this character, and if it bombs, well, it wasn't me. It was the fucking character. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like a scapegoat.
The reason why I'm analyzing it like that, Cisco, is because I know a lot of comedians by now. You probably know this. You know, now it's gonna be 9 years for me. Yeah. Every time I see a fucking comedian smoking or drinking, and right before they go on stage, they took like 2 more fucking beers or they smoke, and I'm like, why? You can see they're fucking panicking, nervous. They smoke and they feel like they're I don't know. It's like it does something to them that it calms them down. They don't know how to handle the nerves, so they smoke. It's like they hide behind the fucking highness and the alcohol.
Hey, can you stop talking about Juan Carlos? He's right there, bro.
Yeah.
I like, let's do this again.
Like, no, I'm just saying a lot of comedians.
He injects it
to perform, and they gotta smoke. And no, not me, man. I don't fucking do shit. I just drink water. If I'm gonna eat shit, I want to eat shit in my senses. You know what I mean? I don't want to eat shit being high or drunk. That's the way I.
It's a crutch. It's a crutch.
That's how I'm learning now. That's how I'm learning.
Do you think there's hip hop artists like that need to be high to rap like Snoop?
Yes, motherfuckers between meth in the back, fucking.
No
glass. Come on, bro. I see
meth?
Yes, everything.
Holy shit! How do you remember your lyrics?
I don't know, dog. It's just
does Method Man do meth?
Like that's exactly that's what they call him though. Actually, the meth too. That's his nickname.
Method Man. Why
doing meth? That would make sense actually.
I think the Wu-Tang Clan were smoking PCP. I think they talked about it, that we're just doing shit. You know, I don't know right now.
Nobody does PCP movies. Nobody does PCP anymore, do they?
Well, when they started.
I mean, why? You got fucking. Well, I think the pharmaceutical industry said, "Fuck that. We got to create something that we got to create pills that are more powerful." So they started getting all those opiates and making all like the Vicodins and OxyContin and all that. They don't need fucking PCP no more.
But there's no way to be pure on stage. Thinking about what Bebos said, you know, like you're getting on stage, you're getting high from the people. I mean, some people don't have that aggressive metal energy, you know, like da 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 da, and you go like you throw it right in their face. I mean, because sometimes like Orlando and me, we're soft boys, you know, and we're
low energy.
We're low energy. We go to these bars where the Mexican bar culture, which is about you know, disrespecting everybody, you know, basically.
No, I've been a DJ, motherfucker. You know what I mean? But see, the thing is, you got the microphone, bro. You just get louder, like motherfucker talking. Hey, you know, you gotta get through it.
Oh, dude.
Come on, let's go.
It's hard to go after fucking Bebos, bro. Bebos is like 1,000 miles per hour, like a fucking 3 speed bags.
No.
Yeah, it is. No, it is.
But I don't think it matters, dog. Look, me and you are totally different. Look, Cisco, I'm real like, real fast. You're real chill. And you destroy just by fucking just chilling. Este cabrón se sienta, güey. Este cabrón se sienta y empieza a hablar. ¿Qué onda? Just little things like that. Just little gestures fucking get people. Because he lets them know, okay, yo no soy este cabrón. Without saying it, he says, I'm not this fucking crazy motherfucker. I'm me. Now you're going to listen to me. And that's what people want to see. They want to see you not be scared up there, like not give a fuck.
That's true.
If you're slow,
that's true.
Don't give a fuck and people are going to love you.
It's like dogs. It's like dogs. They sense fear. That's how an audience is. And I know it sounds terrible, but an audience can look at you and say, this motherfucker's insecure. He's not sure of himself.
Yeah, if you start judging you out. They look, the minute we start going up the stairs, bro, if there's a little stage, the minute you're stepping up and they see your shoes, they see your clothes, they're judging the fuck out of you. They're like, I ain't gonna laugh. This fool dresses like shit. Fuck that fool. Look, that shirt is dirty. They're just, because we do that. Look at the cabrón y se bañó, yo creo. We talk shit. But then when you open your mouth, you gotta just let them know, I don't give a fuck. You could be like, tengo la camisa sucia, me vale verga. You know, not saying it, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck. This is me.
Actually, you know what? Juan Carlos Escalante, he does that because he is like a soft boy, but when he gets up on there, he does not give a fuck. I thought
you were gonna say he goes up there with his shirt dirty at that.
No, he went up with fucking suspenders that were all the way up to his nipples, and he was just dressed like Steve Urkel. And everybody's like, why were you dressed like Steve Urkel? He's like, because this is what I decided to wear. I don't know what was the
I was hosting a show, and the show was very long and very boring. So I was trying to get some extra laughs because you're getting up, 20 times to present each person.
No. But it was con Alexis de Anda, and then she called you up, and then you came up with the suspenders, and you're like, when was that?
I did a. Have you ever done, Bebos? Have you ever done like a full frontal nudity on stage? That's
me.
No,
never.
Yeah.
No. I will never do that. I will never take my shirt off on stage. I will never do none of that stuff because I don't need to.
That's it.
And Bebos is fucking buff, bro. He works out. Look at him.
Yeah.
I don't need to do that shit. Like, to me, they gotta look at my face. That's one thing I learned. They say, don't wear shirts that have colors. Don't wear shirts that have big logos. I wear always a solid shirt or my comedy shirt, and I want people to look at my face. I don't care about anything else because at the end of the day, it's what you say. It's not how you look. Because what you say.
I think there's a lot of comedians who, like, there's a lot of comics who hide behind, like, they put too much energy in how they dress, how they look, and not into their material. Now, if you can do both, fuck it. If you can do both, fuck it. I mean, that's what's up. Like, then you got something there.
Who do you think does both? Like,
but if you're
same...
well, like somebody like Gallagher back in the day would do shit, and he was successful. I mean, Carrot Top, successful.
You have to play the game. I mean, if Tekashi 69 didn't have rainbow hair, we wouldn't be talking about him. I mean, like,
or tattoos all over his face.
There's always this point where the industry looks at you in the eye and says, I know you have talent, but it doesn't matter. You have to have talent, drive, and something else. You have to be able to sell it to the people. Have to be able to package yourself in a way that people can understand you.
You gotta be marketable. You gotta be
right.
But you can't be something that you're not.
I think Dane Cook did it right.
Dane Cook just fucking capitalized off MySpace, man. That's how
he
he
had
blew
this
up.
image, like this bro image, and it went with him, and his comedy with bro. Like, I think it just makes
but how long he was doing before he blew up? He was doing comedy like 20 years or some shit like that, and he
wasn't like that.
He used to go up on stage in a tuxedo.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
So like sometimes it takes you a while to figure out who you really are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm not. You see successful comics up there with a smoking jacket or a tie or a suit and a tie. That's not me. I don't feel comfortable. I've done it, and I don't feel comfortable on stage in a suit and a tie. I do not. Like I can't. I feel like limited. I feel like it's got me fucking like I'm in a straitjacket. It's not me. And people they'll try to tell you, oh, you shouldn't do, or you shouldn't wear a hat. And I'm like, I like wearing hats. Right. That's who I am.
So you've been doing it since the beginning, like dressing, like you dress right now, like.
Yeah, like I dress how I feel comfortable. Like,
have you ever been like reprimanded by a club owner for not dressing up?
No.
Like you have to be a payaso if you want to come.
Nobody's
in.
Yeah, you paint your.
Where's your wig and your fucking red nose?
Where's your big shoes?
Yeah, like me. You're right, Cisco, about that. I don't really like dressing up either. If you notice, I always wear tennis shoes, a shirt.
Yeah,
t-shirt,
that's how I feel comfortable.
Whatever, but the shit that I want to wear, that what I feel comfortable, because a lot of dudes they go up there and they wear like the suit or they wear like the slacks and the fucking tuck pants,
and they don't even look comfortable. They don't even look comfortable up there.
But isn't that like?
Plus, I sweat a lot. I can't. I'd have to have a lot. I only have 3 suits, bro. I'd have to get more and shit. I sweat a lot.
But that disappeared for a while. Like people just like comedians came up with whatever they want. Like John Mulaney started doing it again. Like
with the suits? Nah, dude's been wearing suits. There's a lot of comics in LA that wear suits. They go there. Like a lot of Latino comics, they see George Lopez always wearing a suit, so they want to be like George Lopez and wear a suit. You know what
I
I'm
thought
saying?
it was just a fad. Like people just come.
No, and also you got this mindset. Like you look like you're rich. You get a rich audience. You get private shows with upscale people. You get more money. Yeah. That's the logic, I think. But it doesn't always work.
You know what I see in a suit, bro? To be honest with you, the minute you start wearing suits, is because you ran out of fucking style. You ain't got no more style to dress up. So you just gotta put on the suit and just hide out. You know what I mean?
Look, here's my thing. Like it's funny that you say that. I'm not gonna fucking dress a certain way to get a certain gig. I'm not gonna dress. I'm not gonna change who I am to get a certain gig. I'm gonna be who I am, and I think you last a lot longer if you just stay true to yourself. Because once you start playing with who you are and changing your dress and all just to fit the mold for a certain project, then you start losing yourself. I've been there. I've done that. Don't get me wrong. I can wear a blazer on stage. And I feel okay, but it's gotta be like a blazer and maybe it's like some jeans or some slacks, not
and a lucha libre shirt,
and a lucha libre shirt or something, and not suit pants or whatever, and some tennis shoes or whatever,
But you've tried it, right? Like you went through the phase, like I'm gonna try to do it with a suit. I'm gonna try.
No, never wore a suit at a time. Never. I did it once. They made me do it for like a video thing we shot, and I fucking hated it, dude. Especially because I had no neck.
Right. That's a good reason, man.
Try to put a fucking tie on and you ain't got no neck. It's like it looks weird.
That's how George Lopez looks in his latest special. I mean, he looks like he works out a lot to look bloated. With all due respect to George Lopez, I mean, like like he's like to button that last button, like it looks like it's ready to blow. I mean, it doesn't look comfortable.
I just feel like a lot of guys go out of their way to try to fit in, and it's like, no, dude, just be who you are. And then that's You want to know the secret to being fucking famous? If that's your agenda, that's your be who you are, because nobody's gonna be like you. You know what I'm saying? They say otherwise, the other way you're gonna be like everybody else. Like I see Fran does the eyeliner and all that. I know that's his thing. But then I see other comics do it too, and I'm like, what the fuck? Is this a fad or? But I know Fran still does it. It's his shit. It's his thing.
He's been doing it from like the beginning, no?
Yeah, since I met him.
Yeah,
He's always done that. He's
the crazy suits and the.
He's into the '80s stuff. Like I remember he came out on fucking Stamparados in an elephant suit.
Right.
Claro. O sea, stand-up got so boring in Mexico, like the humores, los comediantes, like the old-style club comic with the, like Tony Clifton, like, but really, we got it like during the 90s, like on prime time on TV, and we were like teens going like, what the fuck is this? Like, when is the country going to change? When is going? Because I was watching on KTLA, like Seinfeld at the same time. It looked like another century. And when when social networks started coming up, we got like it opened up. I mean, there's so many different styles of people doing stand-up in Mexico. We got Carlos Vallarta, who looks El PRI and Televisa would have never ever let Carlos Vallarta get on TV.
Really?
And now, yeah, never. I mean, there's never been like a native, like indígena
looking, yeah.
Especially a tall one, because there's also like the white boss thing, like, okay, I want the minority, but I want him to be short. I want him to be like weaker than me. Carlos Vallarta looks like he can fucking beat your ass, even though he's a pacifist.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, and you got like also like Hugo Blanquet, you know him? Like he's like a 9-foot drag queen. Like a producer in Televisa isn't gonna let a 9-foot drag queen come into the. He wants this.
That's funny.
5'2".
That's so funny. A 9-foot drag queen.
Like he can fuck you up. Also, Hugo Blanquet.
So, he can fuck you and fuck you up, right?
Yeah, we got trans comedians. We got everything. All we need is jobs now. I mean, and stage time.
The thing is that there's all kinds of shit like that.
I bet.
Mexico is getting better. It's getting better because now you see the hip hop movement is moving. It's getting bigger. It's getting better. Now all the kids are listening to rap. Before people wouldn't listen to rap. Now they're listening to fucking rap. Yeah. So for us, that's why we're getting really popular in Mexico, because the kids are listening to this kind of shit now. They glorify the LA scene, man. They glorify the Raiders, the LA hats.
Dude,
they love all that shit over there,
kids
man.
today are listening to Tupac. Like 18, 17-year-olds are getting into Tupac.
Barely.
Clan. Yeah, they're getting into that shit because
because
it's like
behind.
Right.
But hey, they're catching up, man. They're gonna catch up, man, because now the social media shit is.
That's my shit right there. Tupac, Biggie, fucking Eminem, Dre, Snoop, Jay-Z.
Bebos.
I mean, I like Jay-Z, but I mean, fucking ever since, it's funny. Like I kind of changed. Oh, Nas is my shit.
Oh, Nas is one of my favorite rappers.
Nas is the shit. But like I started getting like kind of like, I don't know, like changing my thoughts on Jay-Z when people told me he stole a lot of lines from people.
He does.
He steals lines from every rapper and then he creates his own music. Come on, everybody knows that.
You know who he is? He's the Robin Williams of rap.
Holy shit.
Nah.
Don't tell me that.
Nah.
For real? Is he that bad? Is he that bad?
Yes.
He's actually really talented, but he's not. His shit is not that original, to be honest. Like it's
none of the shit. Look, he steals other people's. Look, I heard stories about that motherfucker. Like, say you Cisco, right? Say you write an album, right? You write a whole album, and I'm the record producer, right? I'm the Rockefeller guy, and then you send me your CD, and I listen to your demo, and you're like, oh, okay, but you don't get a call back. 2-3 years from now, you're like, hey, wait a minute, hey, that's my whole 16 bars. That's my 12 bars.
Damn.
That's my shit.
Isn't there a comedian out there that's like that?
I'm
just kidding.
There's a lot of comedians. There's a lot of.
Isn't there a comedian out there in Mexico like that got rich off other people's bars?
Yeah, he's very popular on YouTube.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to start no shit out there.
¿Quién es? Nombres.
Sorry.
Nombres.
Sorry, Escalante. Sorry,
man. No, the thing is, like, he's very popular, and I'm like the alt comedian. So I get the thing like you hate me, right? You think you're better than me. You think my shit's corny. Because I don't push it to the. I don't know you, man. I don't know your shit. I mean, they always put me like against somebody. Like you think my people like are popular. They come and meet me, and like supposedly I'm an asshole, but I've never met them and say
people
like.
Tell you that?
Yeah, they tell me you probably think my shit's like bullshit,
My shit's
right? Like
commercial.
like, but
'Cause you're an
I'm
archetype.
but I'm rich, so fuck you. And like I don't let me open for you. Give me a job. I mean,
you don't need that. You're gonna blaze your own trail, bro. You're gonna blaze your own trail. Listen,
gracias, Cisco.
Listen, everybody's time comes and goes. Everybody's time. People get sick of hearing the same shit.
I do sell myself. I'm sorry, Cisco. I do everything. I show my dick. I take off my shirt. I got nicknames.
Were you always like that? Were you always like that since you were younger?
No, the first 6-7 years, I just did it straight. You know, I was like, this is me. I dress like everybody else because I'm like anybody else. Whatever.
But you don't look like everybody else, bro. You like Alex Sintek losing his hair.
There you go. So Alex Sintek lost his hair. He bought new hair.
Did he?
But yeah. He's got like a wig, you know, like a very bushy.
You look like, if you look back, it look like you got a mohawk. Like if you lean back, like Señor T. You should change your name to El Señor T.
I got a mohawk, but it grew out.
Did you have a mohawk for real?
Yeah, I like. I'm very like steady, like.
I'm fucking with you, man. I know people. Yeah. Like Bebos, you lost your hair. Huh? How old were you when you lost your hair?
No, I got hair. Still got hair. I just don't grow it no more. I shave it off.
Really? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you can.
There you go.
Right. Yeah,
I shave it off though. I don't like because I got a lot of gray hair on the sides. So you know, it's like So I got used to. I just shave it, you know, and then I paint my face.
I always have my hair short too.
You know, I shave my hair like a skeleton, so but I gotta cut my hair all the time, so I just shave it off. But tú sabes, you know.
Nah, but I'm just clowning on you, Escalante. Dude, I'm telling you the truth, bro. You're funny as shit.
Gracias, Cisco.
And you do your own. You do you. That's what I like. You're different. Like the dude. You don't sound like none of the other dudes. You know, not that everybody sounds alike, but you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of guys. Like I said, they hear somebody and then they're like, oh shit, he became famous doing this. I gotta copy that. Like there was a time when everybody wanted to be Doug Stanhope because Stanhope was fucking like on top of the world. And everybody wanted to be like Stanhope, and they want to do this shock humor. But Stanhope, that's who Stanhope is.
You know who took Stanhope's like rhythm and then repackaged it and sold it to the? I don't think so the masses, but a new public, a great public that still supports. And he's great. He's one. I really respect him. Cal Kinane. I like his. He's so like I'm drunk and I'm like a piece of shit.
Yeah,
like
Cal Kinane. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Doug Stanhope talked about, he's really good. I really liked him. He came to Mexico like 6 years ago and supported us. And he went to Puebla, to Yazatlan, to a lot of venues. Like he did the punk rock thing, and he was very nice about it. But thinking about it, and I was talking, and he was kind of jaded too, because he got the LA thing. And I was talking to him about Rick Shapiro. And he said, man, that's bullshit.
Shit.
He's just like lowers.
Damn, you know Rick
jeans.
Shapiro?
Yeah, of course I know everybody. Like
fuck.
Rick Shapiro and his brother, right?
Yeah,
have you ever seen?
I know them. Yeah, I haven't seen them. Fuck, I haven't seen him in years. You brought that name up. I'm like, holy shit, because we were always at the Comedy Store. Always.
Yeah, and also like that. I mean, maybe that hit close to home to him because Rick Shapiro like kind of sells that thing like I'm keeping it real. To people that don't know Rick Shapiro, he's like a comedian that speaks like very like old dirty bastard little thing, like stream of consciousness, and all about his fucked up life, about sexual abuse, about his many strokes. I saw him once do it live, and he was like he had a white shirt and a Starbucks cup. And it was like stained by the coffee, you know, like he was keeping it real, you know, like talking about a dirty shirt. He didn't care. And Cal Kinane was of the mind of saying like it's calculated, man. He lowers his jeans so his pubes show to shock you, you know, like oh my god, But I guess that happens in LA, you know. I don't see everything.
This is what I don't like. But let me tell you something. I'm gonna be fucking totally honest. I don't like when dudes like Cal Kinane, he's a funny guy, whatever. I have nothing against him. I don't know. But I don't like when those dudes come to Mexico and all they do is take, and they don't give shit back to none of you. That's what I don't fucking like. Like, he should at least invited somebody and said, hey, you know, when you come to the States, I'll come over here. I'll hook you up. You can open for me or something like that. Has he fucking reached out to any of you? Fuck no. He came to see what he could get and then fucking bounced. See, how is he different from Hernan Cortez, motherfucker?
It's exactly the same.
Okay,
wow.
exactly.
That was
That shit. See, that's the
you
shit.
You come here, you rape us,
my thing,
you go back to the crown.
Like I told you, when I started doing comedy in Spanish, it was never to fucking like say like, oh, there's an opportunity for me. There's an opportunity for me to just fucking take all their shit. That was not my intention. My dream was to always do comedy in Spanish, and even more so do it in Mexico. That was my dream, dude. And I did it. I mean, I accomplished my dream.
Whether it be, don't say that. We still want to go to Mexico with you, fool.
No. I still want to do it. No, I still want to go. I still love doing it. Like, but I told you last time, I used to love El Agasajo. El Agasajo was like a fucking living room, bro. Like 15, 20 people max fit in there. But it was so fucking badass, bro. Like fuck the Auditorio Nacional. Give me El Agasajo every time, bro.
Yeah, it was real.
I want 15 people sitting around me like we're in a fucking living room, and I'm doing. That's how Red Fox. So Red Fox used to record cassettes. He had like 30 cassettes at one time, because back then it was tapes, right? And he would record them in a living room in watts, and they would just come over, and he would set up the microphone and everything and just record, and he would just do all his material. And yeah, I love that shit. I love that shit. Like
sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
All these rules about comedy, they're made up. I mean, like, the bigger crowd is a better show, that it should be in a bar.
That's your agent, man. That's your agent, because they make the fucking money off of it. That's your agent. And then, I mean, look, if you're an artist, if you're a true artist, you don't give a fuck, man. A true artist does not give a fuck.
Yeah, you're just happy to be doing it,
It
right?
sucks if you have a family, because your family suffers because you're a fucking artist, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, but I don't I'll be honest with you. I consider myself an artist, but I don't want to be a starving artist. The story sounds fucking awesome, but in reality, it sucks ass, you know? So, you know, I got to do what I got to do to make money and support my family. And once my kids fucking are old enough to take care of themselves, fuck all that. Then it's about me. Then I'm the artist again. Like, straight up. Like, I'll live in my fucking car. I don't give a fuck. Me and my wife.
You'll be like Rodney that came back at 50.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. No, I'm still doing it. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? But going back to what I was saying, like, so my intention was never go to Mexico to see what I could get from you guys and then bounce. You know what I'm saying? My thing was, like, I established relationships with people such as yourself and others. And I said, what can I give them in return for the hospitality they gave me? You know what I'm saying? And it's a reciprocal thing. And I'm always about that. I'm always about that. It's not about fucking what can I take. And those motherfuckers, that's what pisses me off. That they come over there. Now, as soon as I started doing it and doing the, you know, going over there, then everybody saw that Spanish comedy started growing. Everybody wanted to do Spanish comedy, because at first everybody was fucking hesitant. And Bebos knows, because Bebos been doing it from day one. Bebos ain't one of these guys that just jumped on the train later and said, yeah, let me get what he started doing it a long time ago too. And but you know what I'm talking about, Bebos. All the dudes that criticized us for doing Spanish comedy, like saying, oh, fuck that, what the fuck? And now they all want to do it, because why? They want what you got. They want to take whatever you got, even if it's not a lot, they want to take that from you. And I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do that. I'd rather be a part of the movement than
it's gonna be
the movement. I don't want to be the movement. I want to be a part of the movement.
You want to be in the rotation, man, with everybody.
Yes.
That's basically like what you guys been saying with el rap con corrido and like comedy in general. Like this whole, let's all do this at once, and if one of us blows up, I'm taking the rest of you with me. You know?
But hey, the reality, Mexicans never do that, bro. Mexicans.
I know it's hard.
My experience. Mexicans are fucking the most haters against other Mexicans.
How many George Lopez openers are Mexican? Zero. The only one is Fluffy. I'll give Fluffy credit. Fluffy took all Mexicans on the road with him. Armando.
Remember when he did the stand-up revolution? He gave everybody a fucking, gave everybody a platform, man. Yeah, and he said, hey, what blows out of this shit blows up. You know what I mean? You got to take the advantage. You got to take advantage of the situation. He fucking gave a lot. I wish I was there. at the time when he was giving it to people, but I was too new to fucking even try to get on TV. Like, my
I wasn't even asked, man. That was fucked up. But
no, I mean, no, I was too whack. I wouldn't even make it, you know? Be like, get this fucking guy out of here. But ahorita, if they would ask me, I would love to do it, man. But hey, our time is gonna come, Cisco. You know, it's somehow, some way, man.
And even if it never does, I'm enjoying the journey, man.
I love it.
Like Phil Jackson, the head coach of the Chicago Bulls and Lakers, he said, "Never mind the destination, enjoy the journey." Yeah. Because once you get to the destination, then what, bro? Then what?
And you get high and then you die.
And there's nothing else to look forward to. The journey is what it's all about.
And if you fucked over everybody on the way, you're alone. Nobody likes you. I mean, why do you become a comedian? So other comedians will like you. You can joke around with the funniest people on the planet.
How many comedians are miserable because they fucked a lot of people over and they're miserable, man?
Right.
Nobody wants to hang with them. The only time you could tell a comedian or a producer or anything that's fucked people over because people they feel like they gotta create something so that people come to them, but nobody's inviting them to their shit.
And listen about stories about people coming up. You get ripped. What's the expression? I mean, te roban, o sea, te quitan dinero. Yeah, for small, really petty shit, you know, like, really, you're not gonna give me 1,000 pesos? You're not gonna give me 1,000 pesos you told me you were gonna give it? No.
So you know how dices que los judiciales or los policías, la chota, whatever the fuck you call them?
Yeah.
How they when they become police in Mexico, le dan un porcentaje al
jefe.
Al lieutenant, why do you say lieutenant?
Sí. Al comandante.
Al comandante le dan su porcentaje, but because he gives them that job, so he tells them, now you got to give me 20% or whatever, or 30 or 50%. I've heard up to fucking 50%, right? You know who used to do that shit? Felipe Esparza. Felipe Esparza, we used to do shows at the fucking Wildcat. He never did it to me, but I know I've heard the stories where other comedians, he'll tell you, I'm not bad mouthing him, he'll tell you, you know, times were hard, bro. So he'd give a comedian a spot for like $40 or $50, and then he'll tell you, sign for 50, give me half. Because you had to sign. So you had to go sign with the owner. You had to go sign, and then he would pay you. So he would say, sign for 40, give me half. Sign for 50, give me half. Sign for 80, give me half.
That's the other part, because, I mean, we see Mexicans in any industry like they're very abusive and they hate you. But you're also, Mexicans take it really, really rough. I think that happens in every culture, like, I'm gonna fuck you over because you're starting. But the Mexicans never let it go, like, fuck you, you took 50 pesos. How dare you? And I was telling you, like, the people that owe me money and rip me off, I 10 years later, I see them at events, at shows, at like premieres and whatever, and they have to look at me like, yeah, I'm an asshole. And I see them with the new people they're ripping off. Like, hey, this is my new art. Like,
I know a lot of people like that, bro. And I always, every time I see a flyer and I see they're doing a show with different people, I'm like, oh, so those are the new ones, huh? That's the
new victims, huh?
The new victims. The new victims, like comedians who book young comics or beginning comics, because those beginning comics still get a lot of people to come to the show. So they use those guys to bring all the audience. And then they take the picture in the video and say, I sold this out. But they didn't sell shit out. The fucking people, the young people, brought them all the audience, because like that's when your family is still excited to see you. Like after your family's seen you a couple of times, they never come see you again. They're like, fuck it. Especially if they saw you when you first started, they're like, he's not
bombing. And hey, you know what the funny thing about it? Even though they tell you to bring all your family members, you still go and pick that motherfucker up and take him to the club.
Oh yeah, I did that. Fucking my buddy Bad Luck would be like he lived in Bellflower, right? And he would tell me, come pick me up. Dick, my show's in North Hollywood, fool. I gotta go.
You gotta backtrack up.
Yeah, it's like saying I got a show in Satélite and I gotta go pick somebody up in Coyoacán.
Claro.
And then fucking and then I gotta drop his ass off at home after. Fuck that, man. Hey, by the way, Satélite was dope. I got to do it thanks to Macario. He put me a couple shows, and that was fun.
There's a lot of people in Satélite, and they got money. I mean, one of the last shows I did was in Satélite, and you know Satélite, Bebos?
Shout out to the people in Satélite.
It's like the suburbs in Mexico. Like Everybody hates them because they have.
That's where Fran is from.
Yeah, it's a place that the government invented. You know, like it's called Satellite City because of that. It's like it's a project. You know, like I'm going to give land to people who are loyal to the party. People are going to live there, and it's gonna be like a new city. Happens like in every place. No business opened, so they all have to work in like commute like 2 hours into the city. It's really like a hellhole, really. But a nice there's good shows. Good shows. Really.
Well, guys, we've been on here for 3 hours, man.
Right.
So yeah, casi. Well, no, yeah, almost 3 hours. So,
se armó el Donkey Show, ¿cómo no?
I want to say, well, Hound también, ¿no?
También. This is a double podcast. We're doing the thing that one podcast goes to his channel and the other copy goes to mine. You can check out Cisco's Donkey Show, Twitter, at homiecisco, @homiecisco.
And yours is Jaime Escalante. Juan Escalante. Jaime, I said Jaime. Juan Escalante.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me announce me, I announce you.
Hey, let me plug mine. Hey, mi YouTube channel, mi YouTube es DeCalifornia, Música de California, Música _ de California en YouTube. Búsquenos ahí y denos un pinche like, un comment. Dígale, yo conozco al chaparrito, el más chaparro, la calavera más chaparra, Mr. B, soy yo.
Oh, you're Mr. B? I didn't know you went by Mr. B.
I'm Mr. B, Mr. Bebos.
Oh, that's right, because you gave me that CD. I remember, yeah, Mr. B. That's right. No one was like, who the fuck is Mr. B?
Música _ de California en YouTube.
Ya
Búsqueme
estamos.
Ahí lo miramos. ¿Y qué onda? ¿Ya estuvo? ¿Ya se acabó este pedo? ¿Qué onda?
Orlando.
Sí, ya está.
That's Chivis.
How about you, Orlando?
I use Twitter, Orlando Sanchez R.
Yeah.
And Instagram is Orlando El Sanchez or Orlando the Sanchez, one of those.
No, El Sanchez.
El Sanchez. And on Spotify, estoy como DFined without the E because I was hip back then. DFined. And that's it. That's how I think it's.
Busquen ya no quiero ser rockstar, o se llama Rockstar.
Rockstar DFined.
Busca Rockstar DeFined, está su nuevo single que está cagadísimo y muy bueno.
Hell yeah, it's dope. Dope as shit.
Thank you.
All right, guys. I'm just gonna stop it.